So what do we think? What happened to Barca?
They just crumbled.
Yeah.
They just literally, after the second goal, I think when Ronaldo came on, he scored that goal, then straight away he scored another one. They just crumbled.
Once that second goal went in, I was like, this is over. They have no heart left.
I woke up yesterday and I think, shit, Tottenham in the Champions League final. I can't believe it. Like, what the
Sometimes
fuck?
it does dawn on you that, like, rah, they're actually in the Champions League final.
And against Liverpool, they could nick it.
I had Andre Schürrle versus Burnley as well.
Was that a good goal?
The
Oh,
volley.
Early on, he scored like straight away.
Yeah.
I would have the Townsend.
The Townsend was the one that won
you
it
have to give it
me.
to. Just
Andros Townsend,
Didn't
congratulations.
Arsenal score?
I didn't know he has a brother that plays in the league. Yeah. He's got some B-Tech brother. It's called Seth.
Whose comeback was better?
That's a hard one, you know.
Oh, I'm biased.
Personally, I think Spurs' one was better because it was done in a half. And it was done in a single half. To get 3 goals in that single half.
We think we know sport.
Welcome back, people. It has been possibly the greatest 2 weeks of sports that I can remember for a very long time.
It's been a madness.
It has been absolutely fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And we had to share it with you. We've got a full fucking crew with us today. Even Ali's back looking all hench. Look at him. Look at him.
Back with the game.
It's an illusion. It's just tighter tops.
Yang's here with us, obviously.
In the
And we've got my second favourite, CJ.
Second.
CJ from San Andreas always wins, bro.
Oh,
I'm afraid that's always CJ fan.
Nah, he's a real don.
So, my second favourite CJ of
I
all
can say
time.
that. Well, we'll
And
see.
he's back in the building. So,
Welcome back, brother.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
it's always a pleasure, bro.
Thank you, bro.
We'll see, though, if he's your second favourite CJ after June.
He doesn't know a third.
No. Yeah, that's also true still. That is also true.
Yeah.
No, he probably won't be the worst. Coins is, out of everyone, I'm going to hate Coins though. Coins has been fucking pissing me off so
That's your
much, bruv.
problem, not mine.
Bruv, I'll get into that in a bit. But should we start where we left off?
Where did we leave off?
Obviously, it was second leg of Champions League when we left off last time.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about all our shit, saying Messi was going to win this and that, and then all of this bullshit.
And he was right.
Yeah.
He said,
Liverpool will do it.
Liverpool got the wind.
Yeah, he said he
Yeah,
had that
I think
feeling. I
themselves.
don't know what it was.
It's true though. Like when you go back to Anfield, that's like the last place you want to go back to.
Yeah.
For a second leg.
To be fair.
Yeah, like even Arsene
Especially
Wenger was saying that
Yeah.
it's the most hated stadium to go away in Europe. You just don't want to do it, yeah.
The atmosphere, like before the game, like there were the flags going everywhere. That silly Celtic song they sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But nah, it's I didn't expect it to happen. It was even the team we played. I thought we played like a pretty like a weakened team, and then it just went mad.
Yeah, you had a couple injuries. So Origi started.
Yeah,
And
Shaqiri started,
Yeah.
and it just didn't feel like we were gonna get that. 4 was like out of question for me. I thought 3 maybe take it to extra time and then go penalties and do whatever.
I thought Barca would at least score one.
And then I
that-
thought that as well.
That was my issue, yeah.
And then like, so what do we think? What happened to Barca?
They just crumbled.
Yeah.
They just literally, after the second goal, I think when Ronaldo came on, he scored that goal, then straight away he scored another one. They just crumbled.
Once that second goal went in, I was like, this is over. They have no heart
You see
left.
that header, the Wijnaldum header? It reminded me so much of, Gerrard's Champions League final. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Sort of. I see what you mean. That they hang in the air and then it
Just knock it to
yeah, I see what you mean.
Another one.
Feels a bit of arrogance as well. I think Barcelona, the way they came,
Yeah.
they were arrogant. I think they believed they had one for the
That's
final.
true. Exactly what Suarez said. I'm not going to celebrate at Anfield thinking he's already won, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Very true. Yeah, I guess. Because they didn't show up. They had a few spells in like the first 15 where they had like 2 chances, and then like after that it was gone. And I didn't see anything like no Messi, no Suarez, no nothing. And I was like, like from the first leg, everyone was like Liverpool on top, and I was like, this one, I was like, wow, we are actually on top. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's well deserved to go through. Well deserved.
oh boy. So then we went from one incredible feat to another.
Best day of my life. Best night. Best.
Share it with us, man. Tell us about it. Go
I'm
on.
not even ashamed to say that I had tears in my eyes at the end of that game. I promise you. I promise you.
Imagine that.
That was crazy.
Promise you.
Moura.
I could not believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
Fantastic.
I was playing Apex, yeah, and like watching it at the same time, yeah, and I was on the mic, yeah. And last second, I went, oh my God. My
That's
friend
what I was
goes on the mic, where is he? I'm like, no, they just scored again. He's like, no way. I couldn't believe it. It was literally last second. I was like, But the thing is, I felt it coming.
Yeah.
It was
So
weird.
did I.
I could feel it
See,
coming.
I didn't. Like, I felt that when Vertonghen hit the crossbar in like the 86th minute,
Then he got
that was
cleared
our
off the
chance.
line.
I thought that was our chance.
yeah.
I was like, oh, we've done so well. And then for it to happen in that way, Tottenham don't do this. Tottenham are the team that it happens against.
Yeah, I feel you.
So
it's the first semi-final, then first final. In like
literally
first,
in a year.
season.
And that was crazy. It was crazy. They were 2-0 down at half time.
Yeah.
Like, and I was telling all of these man in the group chat, bring on Llorente, change up the game.
Yeah, I
and everyone was
remember
like, no, we don't want Llorente.
Trust
Bro,
me,
change up the game.
he's a game changer.
Like,
I remember.
if you play to his strengths, you
Yeah.
have to play to his strengths. Yeah, that's the issue.
Give
So-
him the ball and let him just pass it or lay it off to other people and get himself in the box. That's what he needs to do.
He's a nuisance. He's a big.
And it changed the game, and they actually went through. Like,
I'm happy for Tottenham, but
The
that's
bottle
it.
jobs.
Now I want now I want Liverpool to win. I want Liverpool
I
to
don't
fuck
know
them
who I
up.
want to get turned over. I can't lie. In this Champions League final, I don't know. My heart will bleed. My heart will bleed if
listen, your brother won't forgive you if you say Tottenham.
Nah, my heart will bleed if Tottenham win. My heart will bleed.
You
Just
won't
because of the way I've been raised.
you won't hear the last of it,
You
man.
won't.
My heart will bleed, but I just want to be able to tell Idris on this very podcast in front of these very fucking cameras that it's gonna be a tough podcast for you, mate.
We
I
don't
want
be
to be able
fine.
to tell him.
Next season will be tough if we lose that Champions League. I'm telling you that now,
Bro,
bro. Next
this
season,
season is tough.
it ain't tough, man. Come
I
out
don't
here.
want Tottenham to turn you
Behave.
over, but bruv,
Behave.
to be honest, I'm not watching it. I can't be.
You got to
I'm
watch
not
it.
watching it. I'm not down because
No?
it's just a shit situation all around. To be fair,
Yeah, I don't want either team to win, but I have to pick Liverpool.
it's gonna be a sick game though. It's gonna be an exciting game. I reckon.
I don't think so.
You reckon it'll be?
I think it might be
anticlimactic
a bit cagey. Like, I don't think.
I think there'll be goals. I think there'll be
Don't
goals.
they think
so?
James
Is,
in the
is Harry
Premier League,
Kane? I
No,
saw him
not
running.
recently.
Is Harry Kane back for
tight,
that?
like 1-0, 2-0.
They're saying he'll be
against
back.
another? Head to
Yeah,
head.
did you
like
see him
one-
when he ran off
one-
celebrating like a
Yeah.
madman?
His head's massive. Oh my days.
Best striker in the world. So
What?
his head can be as big as he wants.
counterweight.
Nah.
It's a
Oh,
Best striker in
nah,
the
no.
world?
I would.
He's one of the best strikers in the world.
Yeah, one of them. I don't
He's
think
top
I'd give
three.
him that.
Top three.
I think he's top 2. I think it's him and Aguero. I honestly think
every
it's him and
Suarez
year,
is
Aguero.
up there.
every year for the past 4 or 5 years, he scored over 25
Yeah,
goals in
he's-
the season.
I called
And
him a
he's been
one-season
injured.
wonder, and he did it for like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
25 goals.
And he scores goals like any sort of goal he'll score.
Headers.
Left foot, right foot. The one against Arsenal, like
Oh, that's
years
such a
ago.
banger. I
From,
love that
It was
goal.
like near the corner flag.
Yeah, that one was
yeah,
such
yeah.
a
Oh,
banger.
God.
I love that goal. Absolutely
Celebration
love
was
that goal.
everything as well. Whipped off his mask. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But all right, just quickly, who do you think whose comeback was better?
That's a hard one, you know.
Oh, I'm biased.
Personally, I think Spurs' one was better because it was done in a half, and it was done in a single half. To get 3 goals in that
Yeah,
single
yeah.
half,
Is Lucas even a guy for you guys? Like,
He
Nah,
scored
this
some, he
season,
scored
yeah.
some really important
Important
goals.
goals.
Yeah.
he scored that Barcelona goal as well.
Yeah, the one that
The
kept us in it.
Barcelona, yeah.
He scored against Liverpool.
And that's what's even more mad about this. Like when I look back at it after they went through, I was like, bruv, they were supposed to be out in November.
So many
I was the
times.
guy. I was that guy saying, bruv, you man have only got 1 point. You're out. You're just in.
I
the
said
third."
it was out. Everyone
said-
asked me. I said, we're out. We're out.
And I said, bruv, you man are just here to make up numbers, blah blah blah. And then they're in the final, bruv.
yeah.
We should have been out against City. The VAR. That it shouldn't.
Oh, yeah. That's
It
true.
was so. oh.
And then the Ajax.
That's what part of me feels like. You lot have that 2005 Liverpool in you.
That luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, it's just,
That
it's-
Gerard Olympiacos
and it's
goal.
all going through. Yeah, like just going through those rounds, and that's what scares me a little bit.
That's what
That's
happens
what
with
scares
when
me a
the
bit.
Champions League winner. Usually they struggle through,
And then they get better.
Yeah.
It's always a bit of
Steve
luck.
has to go on.
It's always a bit of luck.
But with that being said, commiserations to Ajax, man, because they
Oh,
put
man.
up a fucking campaign.
They played
They
the sickest
pulled out.
football.
Oh, they
the
was-
whole
They
time.
played like better than like Barca.
Yeah,
this year.
100%.
out a lot
They
of big
they were
teams
playing
as well.
really good football, and like
So sick.
even with little tricks and little flicks
Oh
here
my
and
God.
there
Flicks,
as well.
dummies, everything.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
so nice.
No, they were brilliant.
Backing
Yeah.
up.
Even the goal they got scored against Tottenham, that Ziyech
Yeah,
was
yeah,
oh, it was
banging.
banging. It was such a sick goal. I was like, oh my god.
And the fact that they got so many young players as well.
Yeah.
And they're all from Ajax Academy. But
Weren't meant to be.
Yeah,
Tottenham
yeah,
had
like,
to
I mean,
fuck it up.
yeah, F them. Do you know what I mean?
And it's when that Lucas Moura goal went in, yeah, you see all the Ajax players on the floor. I felt so
Yeah, I
deep
felt,
for them.
mate,
Oh, you see the
Oh.
picture in it.
because they tried their best, bruv. And it's
Yeah.
not even like they didn't go there and score goals.
They did. They played.
They scored 2 on that day. Oh.
They even got the away goal that they
Yeah.
thought would help, and but it's just.
Have you seen that video of like I think some Brazilian like the commentary guy? He's showing like, Lucas Moura the video back of him scoring. And he starts crying.
Swear down.
Yeah, it's very emotional.
Swear.
That's crazy.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched the highlights on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I did that with Liverpool.
No.
The next day, I was watching the Liverpool game over and over again.
I
I'm
woke
not gonna
up
lie.
yesterday and I think, shit, Tottenham in the Champions League final. I can't believe it. Like, what the
Sometimes
fuck?
it does dawn on you that, like,
Yeah.
rah, they're actually in the Champions League final.
And against Liverpool, they could nick it.
I'm not. Do you know what?
Do you think you lot are going to win?
Yeah,
It's like what we said last.
Chat to me.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
don't
I
believe so.
I think so.
I don't
I
believe
wanted Liverpool over Barca because
Okay, I agree.
I believe that because it's in English tie, it's like a derby.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's
it brings it
familiar.
down. Yeah,
It's familiar territory.
It's 50-50. It'll be played like a Premier League game.
Yeah,
Sort of, yeah.
proper.
And Tottenham are due a win over Liverpool. We haven't won in a few years.
Uh-huh.
We're actually due a win. And yeah,
But for that reason, like, they ain't won in a
it's
few years. How
50-50.
am I not going to feel confident, bruv? They haven't won in a few years. Like,
No, I don't get me wrong. I still believe, I say 50-50. Liverpool are slightly favourites because
I think so.
you finished 20 odd points ahead of us. In the
I think
league.
I think it's about a 65-35 in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Genuinely. Like, I think we're just favourites, just about. Bro, we've had a sick campaign. We've beat them twice this year. Like, for me, we should be favourites, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
And
think
what's
you are
been said-
favourites, but
What's been said, this is
You
our
lot-
first Champions League final. We're going in as favourites. We haven't really been going into any of our last
any
ones.
of them.
True.
Any
As
of them,
favourites.
yes.
That's true.
So hopefully we can come
Yeah.
back. We
Who
fucking
knows?
need to, boy. That's what I need to say.
Yeah, no. Otherwise,
But let's
it's
go
gonna
there.
be tough.
Let's hit the Premier League.
Hey, hold on. There's a thing called the Europa League.
Oh,
Yeah, that both.
yeah.
Are,
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
funny because both
Great.
of our teams are in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry,
mate.
sorry. You see that dead? You see that dead cup
great,
there?
it's a
Yeah.
great competition. Really love it.
What's a bespoke competition for the professional football players? I went to see a game live, actually, at
Oh, yeah,
Stamford
you went,
Bridge.
yeah.
So
That's when you
hopefully-
saw Callum Hudson-Odoi for the first time, innit?
Mate, baller.
Is it Odoi or Odi?
Odoi.
Odoi, whatever.
I thought it was
I don't
Odoi.
know.
I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was Odoi. But anyway,
I don't care.
that just sounded mad. Callum Hudson Odi. I was like, what?
Odoi.
But
Yeah, can really play.
Arsenal went through. Aubameyang scored a hat trick.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't even watch the game.
No,
I was on a come down from like the Champions League games, and I was like, I'm not gonna bother with Europa.
No, I watched it up until he scored his second, and I was like, yeah, this game's done, and turned over to Chelsea.
Yeah.
I watched the end of the Chelsea game though.
We
when
were
they went
getting
extra
peppered.
time.
Was you?
In extra time, they were getting.
No, not even extra time. We played good for the first half. Then second half, they were all over us.
Okay.
And Jovic, he used to keep from scoring.
That
That
guy,
guy's-
that
he just
goal
signed
was
for-
good.
he
though.
Yeah, just signed for Real Madrid,
Just
yeah.
signed for Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
we just saw that.
Jovic, some guy plays for Frankfurt. He scored like 20
Serbian
odd goals.
striker, yeah, he's good.
Baller.
He's all right.
Yeah.
The
So
goal
they-
he scored was very composed.
Did you see that? Did you see like before he got put
The
through?
guy celebrating.
Yeah, his teammate was already
Yeah.
celebrating. It's like, yeah, I know he's gonna bang. Like,
No way.
That's the
Yeah.
confidence.
Like that.
yeah.
That confidence.
That's
But
that
then,
kind of
yeah,
shit.
They
That's
peppered
that
us through
kind
the
of shit.
second half and extra time and went pennies. And
extra time. I watched and I saw there was one David Luiz off the line, and there was a
Yeah,
few chances. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
blood.
yeah.
I was like, this Eintracht Frankfurt are actually decent. They're not
Yeah,
actually
they're a
bad.
good
I
team.
thought they were just like an average. Like, you know, you get Stuttgarts and Schalkes.
Yeah.
And they're like average.
I think they're
German
third
side.
in the Bundesliga.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
They're a
Yeah.
good team. They're a good team.
They
Yeah.
did all right, and you
Incredible.
lot clinched it.
Clinched it, man like Kepa.
Oh, the one
They kept him on.
the one that went through the one that went through or the one that he saved with his legs.
That was a good save though, because you had to move it so quickly.
I don't know why keepers don't do that more though.
Yeah.
Just stay down the middle for
Yeah.
penalties.
It's
But
true.
at the same time,
This
when I
is a
looked at it, I was
psyche
like,
thing.
for the penalty taker, I was like,
Because how many
he
times
must have been pissed
yeah,
off so much.
how many times now that also players like to chip it down the middle?
Yeah.
100%, always.
You get,
You get a cheeky one.
If I was to take a penalty, I'm binning it every
I'm
fucking
just
time.
smashing. That's what
Smashing
I
it,
used
top
to do. I used to
bin.
smash
Problem with
it.
going for bins though, you can get it over the bar.
That's fine,
Yeah.
but that's my tactic. I don't give a fuck.
But
Why
when you
am
get
I?
over the bar?
What
everyone
type
will
of
tell you-
finish?
Have you taken a penalty in a game before?
Depends. 5-a-side, of course I have.
Not 5-a-side, like
Like
11
11
aside.
aside,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
pressure there is,
11
man.
aside before. What
It
do you
is
take
pressure.
me for?
I've played like when I was younger. I used to play in a
I
cup
used to
final.
be penalty taker. I used
You
to
did,
just-
you did the semi-final one that we
Yeah,
took, right?
I got to get us into the final. That was
Yeah,
sick.
I
Oh, you scored a
Nerves,
penalty into the
right?
final?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone
it.
turned away and I see Damon and Kamar. Some other guy goes, Ali, take it. I'm like, oh, fuck. But
I
yeah,
didn't
slotted
take
it.
one.
Slotted
I was
it.
not on it.
I was probably second best man of my life.
I've missed a penalty in the penalty shootout. It's horrible. The
So
feeling
now-
is horrible.
Yeah, it must be.
That
Yeah,
walk
it
back.
must be.
They walk back.
Oh,
and
it's
never-
horrible.
You let your
It's-
teammates
yeah.
down. But it happens, man.
Yeah, it
happens.
does, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like taking a clutch free throw. That's the only thing I can
Yeah,
liken it
yeah,
to.
yeah. Pretty much. It is pretty much.
I
the
don't
same.
feel no pressure. I'm shit anyway. So I'm sorry. I'm going to smash it bins. Do you get it? Like that's all I'm.
You might as
That's
well just
all I'm
smash
going
it
to
and pray
do.
and hope.
Try and smash it bins. Why not?
Yeah.
Placing it and then. If
I
he
was
saves
hoping
it,
that Azpilicueta was going to be the one that lost it for you. That was going to be
What?
my.
Oh, he did miss, innit? It's
Yeah,
silly
I
run up he
was-
done.
I was so happy when he missed. I was like, yes. They've got who's their keeper? They've got a.
Trap.
Trap from
Yeah, that's
PSG.
it, Trap.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he's on loan, I think.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
But he's still a good keeper.
Yeah, he's not bad.
But yeah, through to the final against Arsenal.
So what are you thinking?
I don't know.
North
Arsenal are
London
going to
derby?
win the Europa League. I don't know.
I think
I'm
Arsenal.
with Arsenal
I
as
think-
well.
I hate
I
to say
think
it.
now,
I think Arsenal
because
will.
as well, Loftus-Cheek just got injured.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid friendly we playing. Why are we playing after this season just
I'm telling
finished?
you,
we're going
Sarri's
off.
going to go get fired, bro.
Like, that's not his fault.
He's
He
gonna
did-
get
Yeah, that's
he
not
don't
his fault.
want to.
That's not his
That's
fault.
the upstairs. They want to do
This
friendlies.
motherfucking cigarette smoking guy.
Now he's done his Achilles out for a year. Him and Hudson Oddick, how do you say his name?
Just say it how you want to say it, bro. No one knows.
They both got the same injury. So
Oh, was it Achilles?
Yeah, both for a year.
God.
Achilles is a horrible one.
One
as
of the
well.
worst
Yeah,
injuries
that's
you
the
can
worst.
To be
have.
fair,
Horrible.
So yeah.
Get well soon, boys. That's all I can say.
Well,
but
not-
you're gonna fucking get out. So
not
anyway.
really. Hopefully, Arsenal turn you over.
They are Arsenal. I'm Arsenal all the way. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're an Arsenal fan.
Could be a North London
Gooners.
derby in the European
is
Super
someone-
Cup. It's mad.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's what's
Yeah,
gonna be so
yeah,
mad.
it
Along
could
the
be
way,
mad.
it's just gonna
That's
be
like
like
the only
a,
Super Cup that matters now because like no one cares about Super Cup.
Yeah.
It's an all English
Yeah,
one,
and
so it's
that's
actually gonna be tasty.
put Brexit on hold.
Well,
It's fucking coming to England.
yeah.
Yeah,
To be
not-
fair, by the sounds of it, with everybody bodying
We're gonna
football,
fucking conquer Europe. Put Brexit on hold. Tell Theresa May to sign Jurgen Klopp.
I don't know about Theresa May. Can we not mention her?
She's a waste,
Cheers. I don't know anything about her.
But anyway, let's go to the Premier League.
Premier League. Do you remember you were saying like the past how many episodes about you not slipping
We were
up?
going to. We
What?
didn't slip though.
Wait.
Did we slip?
Yes.
You did at one point.
The
did
last
slip.
time me
No, you
and
did
Ali
slip
were here
up.
together,
Did we,
you slipped.
Where did we
It's a
slip?
slip from there.
Find me a slip.
When you were 7
When-
points clear.
When you're
Yeah,
7
when
points
you're
clear.
7 points clear.
How is
could you
that? How's that
expect
not
us-
What?
slipping
Because
up?
they have a game in hand
Alright.
to win all your games, mate. That's
Yeah,
how.
that's impossible, bro.
No, it's not.
What did
possible.
City do?
They went and
They
won
went
what? 14 games.
It's not. They're not every single. It wasn't
They're
every
not-
single.
But
one.
Unbeaten.
they went ahead of you.
Yes.
That's what you're meant to do.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
to keep
Yeah.
up. Yeah. I could keep you uppy, mate.
So they went ahead of you and they lifted that trophy at the end of the
Yeah.
season.
yeah.
So you slipped up.
Vincent
No, we never.
Kompany.
I don't see
Yeah,
how
so
it's a slip.
You had the league, and now
Uh-huh.
you don't. You had it.
We never had it.
Of course, well, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I said we were going to win it. I never said we had it.
And you were odds. You get me?
Yeah.
Odds to win it, but now all of a sudden,
I don't see a slip.
Aren't Liverpool like the third
Walking
team,
alone.
or
Yes,
the only team to be winning it at Christmas and on
We've
the
had
New Year
three. We've had three of
and not
them.
win the league again in May. So it's
Yeah.
mad.
Typical
What a
Liverpool,
club.
slipping up.
And we've got the
What
third
a club.
highest points total ever in the Premier League.
But
And
you
we
never
haven't
won
won it.
a club.
Yeah.
Those kind of shit annoy me.
Don't get me wrong, you had a
Never
great
missed
season.
Yeah, you had a great season. But
Why are we talking about that?
they didn't win
Because
the
that's
league.
not what makes it.
Do you know why? Because we watched all of your clubs.
Oh,
None of
you
you
watched
guys
all of our
chat to me.
clubs and still
Yeah,
didn't
win the league,
win.
so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Listen,
you didn't
it
win
does
the league.
because we're 20 points
So
ahead.
what
of
did you do it for?
Have you won the? Did you win the
No,
league?
no, no. What did they do
Have
it
you
for?
won the
We
league?
did it.
Have you
to
ever
go
won the league?
Win
Premier
the
League.
That's what we wanted to go do it for.
And what did you end up doing?
All right. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this? Do you know what this comes down to? Yeah. Do you know when you man say, "Oh, LeBron James doesn't win in the finals, but at least he gets there."
It's a little different because we're talking about
No,
one.
it's not.
We're talking about one man and not a team.
Uh-huh.
No, we're talking about one man
It's
and
a
not
team
a team.
still, bro.
Yeah, no. We're talking about what
Still
LeBron is a team.
Yeah.
Okay. see, that's why we talk about it because it's LeBron in it on his own.
But-
if his team's good, he tends to win it. Do you get me? If his team's good,
Listen.
we've done this before.
all we can do.
All
is
I'm going to
challenge.
say, yeah, all you can do is challenge.
That's all we can
But
do.
if you were a month ago,
City?
2 months ago,
Uh-huh. No, what? This is January we're talking about, bro.
was it January when they had 7
Yeah.
points? What's it, May now?
Come on.
Well, how long has City been ahead of
It's
you?
a long slip.
Big long slip.
A long,
mate.
slow
Slippery
slip, bro.
slope. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're up, but ultimately you're down.
And we've been swapping places for like how long?
You know what it is?
Everyone thought
No, you're
somewhere along this line.
only swapping places because City had a game in hand, or you had a game in hand.
No,
That's
because
the only
every
reason.
week we won, then they won, then we won, then they won, then we won. That's literally all that was happening for the last 10 games
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
But you just
So
drew.
I can't call it a
It's
slip.
peak. It's peak though because
Because-
you only lost one match,
Yeah,
That's
it's
what-
crazy.
and you lost that
Those-
one match to the champions.
Yeah. The one
Yeah.
loss, the
Two
fact
golden
that the
boots.
97 points and not winning it, and the fact that we beat everyone and whatever. But those are the only things that burn me. The fact that we've actually gone all the way.
But the thing is,
I'm
next year-
happy about
You
it.
haven't gone all
Next
the
year
way.
there's
Stop
gonna be-
saying
We
shit like
have.
that.
Next year, there's
All the way
To
where?
the 38th fucking game of the season, bro, because no one else did it.
What do you mean by no one else did it?
All right, look
City
at it.
did it.
I also look at it like this: we
You
would have
think?
had the same season as last year, where no one else challenged City.
Why are you saying all these things?
Because it
when
don't
I'm
make
here to
sense,
roast you
bro.
about the fact that you're a
Next
team.
year-
Because you know
When
you
I'm
can't.
no, but I can roast you
there's
because you're
there's
getting
VAR.
upset.
And
Yeah.
how many times you were lucky? There was so many offsides and shit. You got
Do you know
lucky
what?
with. So you're
Salah's
gonna
penalty.
yeah.
Listen.
Salah's dives.
Happens to every team has
No,
those
but
moments.
Equal
bro.
opportunity
you
if
guys
it's
just
there.
Every
like,
team has
you were
those
handed so
moments.
many lifelines on
I
that
don't think
journey.
so.
And they still didn't win it.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
still
think
didn't
so.
win it. They
I
wanted
don't
you to
think-
win it. The linesman.
I don't believe. I believe in sport. You make your own luck, and I genuinely believe that.
Which you have none.
So to a certain degree, we don't
No,
have that
well,
much.
no, you don't. Because what's the point of going that far and not bussing? That's dead sex, bro. You just had dead sex for 38 games.
You just got blue
ultimately.
So what did everyone else have? You man got blue balls. You didn't even get it out your drawers,
blue
bro.
balls,
Come
man.
on.
I mean,
You didn't even take your trousers
I
off.
do
fam.
feel for Liverpool a little bit.
Why?
Because they did have a great season.
And they're about to get turned over by Tottenham in the Champions League. It's
No,
all
it's not going to
peak.
happen. But anyway,
God forbid.
and
but-
let's talk Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, City got 198 points over 2 seasons. That's an average of 99 points.
A season, yeah, they do bits.
Does anyone else's team ever even come close to that? Not even my team does. So how are we going to compare to them, fam? They're probably one of the best.
Arsenal have gone a season unbeaten before, so
Yeah,
you
I
can
think
suck out.
You still didn't even get that many points. That's how mad it was.
We went
Yeah, but
unbeaten.
still, it's
That's how mad it
unbeaten.
was. You didn't even get that many points, though.
But we went unbeaten.
So clearly they won more games than you.
So we went unbeaten.
I don't know what's
lose.
more impressive to me though. Breaking the 100-point barrier like City did last year. And
Yeah.
doing what they did
I think
this time.
I think not losing a game.
It's
Not losing
impressive.
a game is a massive feat.
Yeah.
But
then
if there's so many, if there's a lot of draws.
But seeing what Liverpool did this season, it's like the Invincibles ain't that great because we could have gone invincible and still not won it.
Yeah, by the sounds of it.
We could have gone invincible and still not won it.
Keep saying
And
these
then what
things.
would you say?
They're just fueling the fire of joy in my heart, bro.
What? Because then your team would have been dead.
It doesn't matter. We lifted the trophy that year. We went
That's true,
unbeaten.
that's true.
So
I'll give
what
you
have
that.
you man
I'll
been
give you
doing?
that.
What have you man been doing?
And we somehow finished third.
I don't understand that
Jam
four.
it.
That top four race after the top 2 was just crazy towards the end,
Bonkers. It was silly.
It's
It
like
was
everyone
stupid.
wants to play Europa League.
If you saw the form guide for Man United, Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal, it was relegation.
Yeah.
form.
Yeah, it was
Really?
terrible.
It was that
It was
bad?
literally
Yeah.
Liverpool and Man City got so many points
It was
within like 5 games.
Win.
And we had like half of that. Not
Yeah.
even half. It was awful.
It's
Terrible.
ridiculous, bro. I don't even know. So obviously the season's done. Who are your highest achievers?
Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves.
I give Wolves that. I give the Wolves that. Lowest,
But achievers.
biggest failures.
It's a bad season.
I think Newcastle.
No.
Didn't they just win 4-0 or something like that, or 4-2?
I had more
Fulham.
faith.
Oh, Fulham actually. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
Fulham.
what I-
Fulham.
but they just come up.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
they spent
but
a lot of money.
I
Spent
thought
a
they
lot
were
of
gonna
money.
stay
a
up.
lot of dough. I thought
I'm
they
not-
should have
do you know what?
Schürrle.
Brighton.
He's a baller.
I'm really disappointed with Brighton this year. Spent a lot of money.
That's why he got the sack, innit?
Yeah, been in the Prem a while, and I feel after you've been in there for about 2 years, you need to go up to the next gap. You shouldn't just
Yeah.
be looking, safety. I think that's their ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they
And
get
the way they
relegated?
play football is horrible.
What's
Did they get relegated?
No, they just survived.
Just survive.
So they're doing a bit of a Stoke, innit? Because that's what Stoke did. They were
No,
just
Stoke went up. They played European football.
Yeah, they played
Stoke.
European football.
through a position.
And they were
or-
finishing top 10. They were
They-
finishing top 10.
I think maybe through fair play. I don't know what they've done, but they still.
I know they lost an FA Cup final to Man City, so
Maybe that's
they
why.
got the cup.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
But
it
they
was
also were
one of the-
finishing top 10.
That's
So,
not bad then.
Yeah, so Brighton.
Because I
was
felt like
disappointing.
Stoke was that team that just like I never felt like there was progress there. There was just like an slap
Tenth.
average, just a slap average team in the
But
league.
if you offered Brighton fans that, they'd snap your hand, but they're not even finishing that. They were poor.
I think Burnley as well were poor this year.
They started off really
They-
terrible.
like last
Burnley
year, they
did
were
have
pretty
a
good.
poor year.
Yeah. That's about it.
What is it with teams outside of like I'd say the best like six teams, the top 6, because there's 6 teams now: Chelsea, Man
Yeah,
City,
yeah.
Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United somehow still, and can't remember the other top
Spurs.
Spurs. Yeah, well, I tried. Anyway, what is it that makes the other teams like? Is it just the money that these clubs have, or the way they play football? Because I've noticed, like, I can't really. Well, Leicester, I'd say, is a team that now is consistently within the top 10.
Yeah.
They don't seem to have bad seasons no more.
I
Watford,
think, and Everton as well.
Everton as well.
Yeah.
Everton's always the one that you say, oh, yeah, it's not top 6, it's just
Yeah.
Everton, isn't it? Yeah.
So what is it with the other teams?
It's money, facilities as well.
Yeah, it's attraction. Like,
And
to-
attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to go watch football in Burnley.
There's
Yeah,
that, and obviously,
yeah.
you-
Like, London teams, I think maybe not kind of West Ham, but not. They ain't got that much attraction, but they're getting there because they've got a new big stadium now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
they've
they've
been
got
big-
Stratford.
they've
They've
got-
got an attraction.
They've
People,
got big
'cause-
attraction.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like Felipe Anderson and them people went there.
Yeah, of
for
course.
it.
And plus, it's a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Why? Yeah, the top 6 get the better players, and it's hard to do because Tottenham for a long time
They weren't that team.
there was a top 4.
Yeah.
There was a top 4, and
Yeah.
we weren't in that.
Yeah.
So
Chelsea and all, not until you start coming into money.
It was
No,
a
no,
top.
we
it
were-
was
we
top-
were
always
top
Chelsea
four.
were the top 4.
We were top
Chelsea
4
top 4.
before
It
the
was-
money, but
That's
not
right.
not all the
City-
time.
City-
Sometimes
then
we
City
slip out.
came, and then City made it 5.
Yeah.
And then Spurs made it 6.
Okay.
It's hard to break into. It is very hard to break into.
That contention.
Yeah.
Like Leicester done it once, and now they've just slipped back out of it.
Imagine.
That was just
That's all it takes, really.
Yeah.
Or by the sounds of it, that's all it takes. Interesting. Proper interesting. Because it's like that in other leagues and all, innit? Kind of. You got like 2 good teams and then
Yeah, you have it. It's across Europe. You do have kind of like you have like a closed group. But
Yeah.
I did hear something along the lines of that. I think I was listening to Talk Sport and they were saying they were looking into doing like a 2022, getting all the big teams from all the clubs in Europe and making like a league or
They
something.
want to apparently change the
Change
Champions
the
League, but
to a
as
more
we
of a-
saw last week,
more of an elitist.
why do you
How
need to
crazy.
change
You
the
don't need
Champions
Because
to.
League?
Ajax will do bits, bro. You get me? or, well, actually, they'll probably count as top club from, even though the standard isn't as good, they're a top club in Holland, aren't they?
Yeah, but I don't even know if they'd be considered to be in that top. It's stupid.
It would be like
Look at the Champions League last week. It doesn't need changing.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It doesn't. It's best competition
More
in the world.
exciting that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
probably.
Like, even like Mittel, who don't follow football, he said like next year, I want to.
That was mad. That was actually mad.
I'm gonna watch Champions League.
Are you not entertained, middle?
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, by the sound of it.
But yeah. So sticking with the Premier League, I just wanted to do like a We Think We Know Sports Awards, so to say, innit? Yeah. So I just wanted to do first. Let's go to goals. Innit? So I picked out some goals.
One of the best goals.
Yeah.
I've already got mine, so it's done.
What's yours?
Andros Townsend.
Yeah, everyone's probably going to pick Townsend anyway.
That was just absolutely.
But
I've not seen
and
it.
Vincent Company's because the
see that was in there as
What,
well.
this header that he's done?
No, man.
no.
Wow.
No,
What
no,
you
no,
been
no.
watching,
He's
bro?
awesome,
Header,
yeah.
you know.
that's what you think. You think Vincent Company got? You think
Yeah.
good header.
Looks like Megamind. What do you mean?
Yeah.
He's
but
got a 30-yard top corner.
With what
Banger.
foot?
He's right foot.
Bang.
Really?
Go.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And all
To win
the
1-0.
players were saying, "Don't shoot, and he just.
He won them
smashed
the
it,
title.
basically.
was
That's
the game.
what. I've heard that, but
Because that game they would have drawn. I
Yeah.
reckon. That was easily going towards a draw. Someone needed to unlock that screw, and that was fucking
So your
Vincent.
captain steps up there. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why he's captain.
Big time. But I had some honourable mentions, I guess, in there. Gylfi Sigurdsson versus Leicester. Anyone remember that
remember
goal? Where he does the Cruyff turn in the middle of the
Oh,
pitch,
yeah,
jumps
yeah,
out,
yeah,
bangs
yeah,
it
yeah.
top
Oh, yeah,
foot.
yeah.
football's so interesting.
Well,
how
that
you don't
Son's
remember
one,
Yeah.
Son's ones against Chelsea, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had that in there as well.
Yeah.
I also had Mo Salah against Chelsea as well.
Shut up.
And Sturridge against Chelsea.
Shut up.
Is that where he spanks with the outside of his foot?
Hazard.
That was a goal.
Hazard's against West
scored a
Ham.
Yeah, Hazard against West Ham.
He had a quality goal this season.
Yeah.
that I
I
remember.
don't remember Hazard versus West Ham.
Don't you ran through the whole team?
He ran-
Yeah, so I don't remember that one.
That was a
So
good
no, I
goal.
don't remember that one.
But I would
had
probably
Andre
go-
Schürrle versus Burnley as well.
Was that a good goal?
Was it-
Oh
The
yeah,
volley, the
yeah,
volley.
yeah. Early on, he
Right.
scored like straight away.
Yeah.
I would give it. I would have the Townsend.
The Townsend was the
yeah,
one that
Townsend,
won
you
it
have to
to
give it
me.
to. Just
Andros Townsend,
Didn't
congratulations.
Arsenal score a good goal?
Yeah, they
No,
actually.
Ramsey did.
Yeah, Ramsey,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flick.
yeah.
That was a
Flick,
banger.
that was
the
a
good
goal.
play, then he
Yeah.
done a little Cruyff at the
That's
end.
in there as well still. Oh, and Firmino versus Arsenal when he just ripped through their defence as
Oh,
well.
no, that was just shit defense. Mustafi, it was just Mustafi being an idiot. That was it.
That was just Arsenal
It was just
being
typical
whacked.
Mustafi.
But
That's one reason why Chelsea can win the Europa League.
But I feel like you lot have a
One-
crap defence as well. I don't feel like your defence is
None of our players are like Mustafi. Mustafi's just like League One player.
and also yeah, that's true.
He's a World Cup winner.
He's
What, with
yeah,
France?
He's a
somehow.
what?
Germany.
Oh, Germany.
Somehow, yeah. Somehow he's a World Cup winner.
But and also like you lot lack apart from Hazard, you lot lack creativity.
No, we lack a leader as well. We've got no like Azpilicueta shouldn't be our captain.
You think so?
No, he's a good not. You can tell that he works hard in training, but on the pitch, I just don't see him like shouting. I think David Luiz should be our captain.
Do you know what? If I was having this conversation with a Chelsea fan the other day, and I said, as much as he's not an obvious leader, because he's so by far your best player, I'd have just given it to Hazard.
Yeah, that's
That's
how.
also
that's
kind of
another reason
sometimes
how
you
to-
need
that's
people
how you
to
keep
lead by
Hazard as
example.
well.
Doesn't he captain Belgium?
Yeah,
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 he does,
exactly.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
Belgian
yeah.
captain.
Well, it was him and company in it, so
Yeah.
I'll give it to him still. So Townsend gets our We Think We Know Sports goal of the year.
I need to see this goal. Andros. What
Oh, it was a
man.
banger.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Absolutely. He only scores bangers though.
Yeah.
Andros Townsend
He
only
cuts in
scores
his
bangers.
fingers.
He actually
cuts
only
him
scores.
from the right and
And he
just,
just licks the ball and he's in top bins, fam.
What foot? Left.
yeah, definitely.
But no,
yeah.
this goal though was a volley.
Pardon?
That Andros Townsend was
Yeah.
the volley.
Mad.
This one. And it was against City as well.
Yeah, they won.
And they won.
Yeah.
that was a big goal. But I want to go signing of the season next.
Signing
So
of the season.
these are people who I put down personally after having a look.
No fucking way.
A banger. Absolute banger.
No fucking
Like I said, he only scores bangers.
You're bluffing. Continue.
Signing of the season. So who I had in was Alisson,
Shout.
Fabinho,
Nah.
Nah.
Torreira,
Nah.
Faded.
Guendouzi.
Nah. Why is he in that list?
Bruv, he was only 8 million, innit? 8 million is not a bad signing nowadays. I'm not gonna lie.
He's nowhere near.
He's not even that.
Madison,
He's a
Shout.
good player.
Felipe Anderson, or Jared Delafeu.
Where's Delafeu playing? Wasn't he at
Watford,
Everton?
Watford.
Signing permanently. I'd go Alisson.
I've got Allison or James Maddison, one of them two. I say Allison and James Maddison for the best young signing or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Jay Madison was proper exciting to watch.
He's
I
got
like watching him.
the most goals chance created in the whole of Europe. James Maddison.
Really?
Yeah, over 100.
He's really good though. I enjoy watching him play. He looks.
I saw him score a free kick.
Yeah, he's quality. But Alisson, the fact that Liverpool always had questionable goalkeepers for a number of years, and now
100%.
he
didn't,
comes.
didn't he win? Didn't he win?
Yeah, he won the Golden Glove.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
21.
There you go.
21 clean sheets and we still didn't win the
It's a
league.
big price tag. It's a big price tag, and
Nice.
he's justified it. So yeah,
Yeah.
Alisson.
Mad.
All right, now we had to go to the worst signing. So shouts out you, Allison, Golden Glove winner. We think we know sports signing of the year. Worst signing of the year. Seri.
Yeah, he's been a real
I
disappointment.
think he just scored one goal. Is it the guy for Fulham?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He
been
just scored one
awful.
banger and that's about it.
Solanke.
What's he done?
There we go. Socrates.
Nah, that's harsh.
No,
He's been-
Socrates is ahead. He's been okay
Yeah,
sometimes.
he's been okay. That's harsh.
Jorginho.
No, he's not been the worst signing.
Higuain.
Higuain's he's on loan.
nah,
He's
it's
not.
loan.
Fred.
Fred is up there. Fred,
Fred.
is a terrible signing.
Or Riyad Mahrez. But Riyad
No,
Mahrez
no,
kind of came through in the
I'll say-
last
yeah,
game.
no, no.
In that last game, he kind of came through.
I would say Seri and Fred.
I'll say Fred.
What?
Yeah.
Has Mahrez only been here for this season? He got
Yeah.
signed last season, didn't he? Wasn't
No,
it
this
last
season.
season?
this season.
It was only this
This season,
season.
And he's their record signing, man. Come on.
80 million or something, I know. Or
60
odd,
Yeah, I
70
thought
odd,
60,
something.
yeah.
60, 70 signing.
Yeah.
he scored
me
a banging goal at the
personally-
weekend.
Yeah.
That was
Banging goal
that
at the
was a
weekend.
banging goal. And that's why I said I can't. That gave him props afterwards, innit?
Mate, the way he finessed that once, turned. Oh,
Yeah.
And he went top
sexy.
bins as well.
Yeah, binned
So
it.
nice.
But you gotta go.
Who's yours?
Personally, I have to go with Seri or Solanke. I'm not gonna lie.
But they're not really big signings like Solanke. He's not expected to come in and like be a game changer.
But to sign someone for 21 million and not
21 mil
21 million not score a goal.
Sorry,
I don't
do you know
think
who the
he's
worst
wait.
signing for me was?
from Chelsea.
No, from Liverpool.
What, no, what Solanke?
Yeah,
Solanke
yeah,
went
yeah.
Bournemouth.
Oh wait.
Yeah, yeah,
Did we-
He went Bournemouth this year.
Oh,
He's not on our books
shit.
anymore.
Yeah.
I thought he's still at
No,
U's.
he's not at Liverpool anymore.
No way. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he left. That's how dead he's been.
I think you
That's
need to
what I'm
add
saying.
Dennis Suarez to your list, who signed
Oh,
on loan
yeah,
from
yeah.
Arsenal.
But
He
he's
barely played.
He's on loan as well, I think.
Yeah, but he
All
played
right.
like 90
I think
minutes.
he got injured as
I
well.
didn't even put him in there.
Arsenal always do them dead signings. I remember they done that with Kim Kelstrom before.
Hellstrom.
He got injured straight away.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Fred
Yeah,
Fred.
because I had high hopes for Fred.
Fred is dead.
59 million as well.
Yeah, Fred.
Who does he play for? What position?
United.
Centre mid.
Centre mid. I think he had like one okay game against PSG and that's about it. Dead.
Fred, you are the worst signing of the year, bro. Sorry, mate.
Chins up.
Lastly, I want to go team of the year.
You want to say Liverpool, don't you?
No, man, not
Oh,
as in
like
team, as in pick
Every
position.
position.
Oh God.
I didn't like the team of the year they picked. It was
I
just
didn't think it was too bad. I didn't
Hazard
understand
has to
Pogba.
be in it. Hazard has to be in
Yeah,
it.
I would have swapped Hazard for Pogba.
Yeah. Why is
Pogba was in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why Pogba was
Wow. Nah, Hazard will over Pogba. Because if Hazard's not in the team, Chelsea don't
in
get
there.
top
Hazard got
four.
the most assists in the league and he's got like 16
Yeah.
goals.
Hazard has to be in it.
Yeah.
So he's
Hazard
got
pro-
like
Who's had a kind
over.
of season he had?
Yeah.
Towards the end.
But Chelsea ain't doing nothing without Hazard this
Exactly.
year.
We're
Absolutely
like,
nothing.
we are Team Hazard. It's like you Team LeBron, Team Hazard.
Literally, there's
We're
nothing going
fucked
on.
next year.
I don't think
No
anyone really scores.
transfers.
And he's on his way out.
Pulisic.
Yeah.
And he's on his way out. Oh, it's going to be
Yeah.
a hard season for you lot next year.
We'll see.
But yeah. So goalkeeper,
Well,
Alisson.
Yeah,
Alisson, yeah.
Right back. Come on, Trent.
It'd have been
Trent,
Trent
yeah,
or
Trent.
Wan-Bissaka, but I'll go Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trent.
I thought him as well, but Trent I'll give it to because Trent's just been.
Oh no, that corner kick, he done.
Oh.
He was about to give it to Shaqiri, innit?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
walked away. Then he saw when I saw the cameraman, I saw a little bit of glimpse of Origi. So
Because he
It was
kicks
so-
the ball out and then he
so
walks
sick.
over and then
Yeah,
he sees
it's
it.
just a turn.
So
Yeah.
sick.
Boom.
I didn't even know what happened. I was like, oh my god, is they actually
Nice and
getting let
snappy,
her in?
weren't offside.
I
Goal.
thought it was going to be like one of them
Smart.
where they flag it and they call it back and be like, no, you
Yeah.
haven't taken it in time.
But you know what? You'd have to be the brave man to be that referee in Anfield in front of the cop
Yeah.
to say, actually, nah.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to happen. I was like, oh, fuck. But then when it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I was like, okay.
be like a 20-year-old kid and doing that as well.
Yeah,
That's
it's brilliant.
It's got
Balls
I
in
can't
the grass.
believe it. He's actually 19 years
Smart.
old, fam.
yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
mad.
but he was still a knob earlier in the year. So
Yeah, he
Wait,
was.
you know what I remember?
He
Yeah?
was a knob.
Whatever happened? Do you remember a couple of years ago? You used to always bang on to me about that right back or left back you had.
John
Flanagan.
Flanagan.
Oh, Cafu said he's the best in the world.
Yeah, he did actually. He actually
Where
did
is
as
he?
well.
He's at Rangers.
He's at Rangers.
With Steven Gerrard.
What the fuck?
Come on.
Some dead guy.
But listen, we got Trent now.
Yeah,
Best
yeah,
right back in the
Trent's
world.
alright. Except for his like a Snapchat shenanigans.
Yeah.
absolute.
Stay off Snapchat, Trent,
yeah.
please. Stay off
Imagine-
Snapchat. Just stay off
I remember,
Snapchat.
I remember.
Keep doing what you're doing on the pitch. Just stay off Snapchat.
Just doing the most.
Yeah.
Trent.
Everyone's got their kinks.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
not at all.
Everyone's a nasty man.
Oh God.
Centre backs.
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
And I thought Laporte, yeah.
I thought Laporte would have
Laporte,
get it as well.
I was
He
angry
played
with
the most minutes for City this year.
He
apparently.
scored a goal
And
on
he
the
scored a
weekend.
Got them back in the game.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
Laporte. Left back will have to be Robertson for me
Yeah,
personally.
Robertson's a beast.
Yeah.
The guy just he doesn't stop running.
Who does he play for?
Liverpool.
Liverpool as well.
I would easily
This
say
is-
he's the best left back in the world.
I
Yeah.
think
Can't
so
even
too.
think of anyone better than him.
I can't think of anyone. I think we've got the best fullbacks in the world, personally. I don't think there's any fullbacks in the world as a pair that are better than us.
Yeah, as a pair.
But we need to get cover for them as well because any time one of them man gets injured, it's a bit peak.
Who's your other right back? Is it Klein still or no?
No, I'm James Milner.
He's got James Milner.
That's how deep
Yeah,
it is.
Anyway.
Milner's sick though. You could put him up front anywhere.
Anywhere.
The guy's
And
sick.
there's been talk about him leaving. I'm like, bruv, you just want that versatile man to play anywhere, so just leave him on the team.
Yeah.
You might as well just keep him on
But
the
he
ball.
could leave there. He could leave and go to like Tottenham or like anywhere
I think
and
he's still, yeah.
still be a sick player.
Yeah.
Isn't he old yet?
He's been
Yeah, he's at 33. He's been around forever.
He's been around since Leeds were in the Prem.
He's waiting for Leeds to come
Didn't,
back.
he,
Yeah.
didn't he do his debut like 15, 16?
15, yeah,
Oh, he's
16.
one of them,
He had a
man.
massive long shirt. It was
Yeah,
him and
in that Leeds
he was
shirt.
there with
He was playing
Harry-
like with Viduka and
Yeah, it's
Kill and them.
mad.
Like, yeah, he was playing with them,
Alan
man.
Smith.
Heard Viduka in time.
Yeah, like, he was playing with them, man.
Wow.
and he's still about. He's only 33 though. It's like
Yeah.
not
Been doing it
too
for
old.
was 15 years.
Yeah.
A little
He
bit
can
more.
play
than
No,
that.
yeah. He
Yeah.
can play a good couple
And
years. And he can play a
doesn't
role
look
as well.
like he's like declining in like
No,
his play.
he looks like one of those people that
Apparently,
dumb players.
apparently he's mad smart and he's a fucking maniac. Like,
But even,
That's
did you
what
see
I've
the game
heard.
against Barcelona? Barcelona, he played really well.
Yeah.
Like, he was sick.
He will always give you a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, without,
Yeah, he's
without
reliable.
doubt.
Yeah, and he's,
Without
and
doubt.
he's good at penalties as well.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm for James Milner, man. But let's go centre mids.
Centre mids.
This was a bit tricky for me, I'm not going to lie. Because I couldn't
Bernardo.
Yeah,
pick out
Bernardo
a...
Silva.
Yeah,
has
Bernardo
had a great
Silva's
season.
been amazing.
Is he a centre mid? or
That's
is he
what I was...
like
I
left-
thought he
what
was
is he?
attacking
I
mid.
thought it was CAM.
He's
Yeah.
been playing there this year because he doesn't really play out wide.
Yeah.
I think
That's
he's
true.
so good. I actually think
Yeah, he is.
just
He's really
so
good. He's
Where,
really...
where did he come from?
Monaco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen him in a lot of highlights for City this season. I think he's quality as well.
All right, so the second one, if you put Bernardo there...
Don't even say Henderson.
No, Henderson
Good.
wouldn't
Yeah,
get
he'd
it.
have to
He
punch
don't even
himself.
start. He don't even
You
start
have
for
to
Liverpool
punch
most
himself
of
in
the
the
time.
face if you want to say Henderson. Jesus Christ.
Shit guy.
If I was being biased,
Nah,
I would
he's
say
not shit guy.
Sissoko.
You know what? That's
Nah,
Honestly, he's been so good
nah.
this year.
I couldn't give
because
it...
imagine the season he had last year as well. Everyone's cussing him off. He was so dead, and now he's actually one of like the first teams. Not the first. Like he's up there.
Yeah.
This was the man I watched at Wembley who couldn't take a throw in.
Yeah.
Wow.
He could not take a throw in.
That's
And
bad.
now,
But that one-on-one opportunity against Liverpool, man, he should have slotted it.
if that was anyone else, I'd have been like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But he's honestly, and he's been the most improved player this year.
He most
got it.
improved.
Yeah,
I
I
would
was gonna
have
put that in,
yeah.
yeah.
He's got the
I'll give him most
Tottenham gas
improved.
Sissoko wins most improved player. For that, you get a spot in the team of the year as well, man. Might as well. Let's pick our wingers. Hazard takes one.
Hazard one.
Yeah, Hazard has
Raheem?
Mane. Oh, Raheem.
Oh, Raheem.
to. Mane. It's hard.
Oh,
Salah.
that's a
Even
hard-
Salah.
Salah.
No, I would have put Salah in there this year. I'm not gonna lie.
He got top
He
goal
got 20.
scorer.
He got top goal scorer.
Him,
22,
Mane.
him and
But-
Aubameyang and Mane.
Yeah.
With that, yeah, Salah takes pens.
Yeah, a
Mane
lot
don't.
of
So
them.
I give Mane more
His
props.
goals were sick
And
at the
Mane
weekend
has
as
scored
well.
better headers this year, fam.
Yeah.
Like, Mane's been doing
Hold
bits.
tight. You know, we used to work with his cousin.
Who, Mane?
Oh, Cardi. Is that his cousin?
That's his actual fucking cousin. Imagine that.
What, you man
Do-
can't
do-
bring
were
me
you
through,
there
nah?
when-
Pagans.
Were you there when Mido was there?
Nah.
Oh, okay, so he does a
Should we
little
just have
thing.
our own conversation as well?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's that
okay.
we know Sadio Mane's like cousin.
Yeah, same here.
No, you don't know.
How do you know that? I don't know.
What's her name?
Keith.
There you go.
Her name?
Mad guy. Mad guy.
Yeah, Mane's been brilliant though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it Sadio. Oh no,
Yeah,
but Raheem.
No, but
Oh.
Raheem overcame-
Raheem's in there.
Yeah,
He's-
Raheem overcame racism this year, mate. Or tried to.
No, he's the poster boy of
Baller.
now. He's
Yeah, 100%. It's
That's
poster boy of
man.
English football, in my
He's,
opinion.
no, he's like
He-
grown up
no,
a lot,
he's not.
man.
He's
He's
not.
matured so much.
He's not the poster boy of English football.
100%.
He's
Impossible.
He-
Harry
should
Kane.
be.
Harry Kane before him.
Yeah, Harry Kane is the poster boy
Yeah,
of English
but
of England football.
I think Raheem's the best English player.
Yeah.
He's the best player for
Like
England.
he should be there.
He's England's best player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree. Listen, I love Sterling, and I think I respect him for being bold enough at 19 to say I want to leave Liverpool and I want to
Win shit.
go win
do
stuff.
whatever,
I
yeah.
respect that, and the heat that he got, and the fact that he's risen above it, and the way that he talks now, I think he's so
Yeah.
articulate.
He's
I think
matured so much.
Yeah, I think his message that he displays is brilliant. But England's best player,
Yeah,
I think so.
Harry Kane.
I think this year he's
Come on, man.
up another notch because
100%. Up
Pep
another notch, definitely.
Pep's got millions at his disposal, and he could have signed anyone else to replace Raheem Sterling.
Pep
But
knows
he's
what
put
he's doing
faith in
there.
him.
Pep knows what he's doing still.
Yeah, and he's still a young player. Did he win Young Player of the Year?
He
Raheem?
won young player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
What
don't
is he,
think he
23?
should be in that bracket because he's above that.
What is he, 23?
23,
Yeah.
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 But it stops at 23, I
But
He
think.
could've won-
Kane,
he
Kane
could've
won
won
it
player.
at 24
Yeah.
though, didn't he? Kane
No,
won it
23 as well, I think.
Was it 24 or 23? When did
He
Kane
won
win
it.
I think
He
it
won it
stops at
last year.
23.
Did Kane win it last year?
I think it was
must
last
have been
year, and he's the
last
same age as me. He's 24. He's our year at school, basically.
No, he ain't. He's younger than us.
Harry Kane's younger than we are.
Yeah. You ain't
Going
24,
on
bro.
26.
How old is Harry Kane now?
I think Harry Kane is
25.
turning 25.
Is
Or
he not turned 25
yeah.
already? I thought he was
he's round
25
about
already.
Nah, bro. These footballers are on
he must-
steroids. He look like a full-grown man. He look
He
like
is,
30, bro.
He's a full
He's
grown
a
man.
man.
You don't look about 30.
He's like a
Nah.
father. I'm sure he's like a
What,
father
you
of
think
two
you
or
don't look?
three.
You don't, he's got youths.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a father
He's
too.
got Pickney already.
Yeah.
He's got 2 or 3.
Yeah, but
What do
he's
you mean, look
rich-
at
he's
Sterling?
rich though,
Sterling's
he's
got
rich
about
though.
3 kids.
No, but he's
Oh, is he? Are you?
Whoa.
Jamaican.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, Jamaican people are
Yeah.
fertile. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's one way of putting it, I guess.
That's
That's
what
one way
I'm
of
saying.
putting it.
Nigerians are fertile as well. There's better of us. If he's Nigerian, I say he's Nigerian, isn't it?
Ain't no one more fertile than the Indians. Or
there's
the
a lot- there's
Chinese.
a
Or
lot
the
of
Chinese.
There's a lot of use.
But let's go to our strikers.
I love it.
Aubameyang, even though I think Lacazette was an overall better player.
Aubameyang's got the Jets though, so it don't matter. innit?
Aubameyang's top goal scorer as well.
Aguero goes there without question.
No.
What? As a striker?
No way.
I don't know.
It's hard-
because
yeah.
How many players have we got in this team?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
We
what I'm
played
thinking.
4-4-2.
But who's our wingers then?
So who's our winger?
Hazard and we didn't really pick
So it's
out
going to be
Mane.
Hazard
We did
and...
We didn't pick Mane or.
There's got to be
So
Sterling.
what?
Sterling's going to be the
Sterling,
first
yeah.
Why
one.
not put Sterling over Hazard then? Since you guys,
off.
I agree. Yeah, Sterling and Mane.
Since you got decide on
listen,
Mane.
listen there. 16. He's got overall most goals and assists compared out of any player.
did he win the league?
Well, Mane's got most. Mane's up there with top goal
did
scorers.
he contribute to winning?
Okay, let's
Did Mane
do this.
did
Let's
Mane
do
win the
this.
league?
I'll
He
play...
scored 22
But he's
goals.
top
But he
goal
scored
But
22
he carried
goals.
Chelsea from shit to a bit
it's
better.
true.
than
To-
shit.
You can't
to
have
third.
Hazard. Hazard has to be in the team.
Yeah.
So why not play Sterling,
Hazard
Mane,
is James Harden by the
and
sounds of
Hazard's
it.
number 10?
Yes.
And one striker.
Hazard is James Harden by the sound of
Striker,
it. so.
I don't know.
somewhat.
Striker. You guys can pick some.
I'm going Aguero.
I'm going to Aguero.
Aguero. I'm probably
definitely
going to
gonna
go
go
Aubameyang.
Going
'cause-
Higuain.
Yeah. Oh, Gonzalo.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, based on
No.
potential.
Nope.
I don't even think
Gonzalo
that
shit.
potential is there anymore.
Could potentially lose weight. Guys, so chubby.
Who's manager of the year?
Manager, yeah.
Sorry, obviously.
No.
Wasn't he
That
smoking
sorry
cigarettes on the pitch?
ball was sorry ball was
Sorry ball
a
faded.
fail.
No,
It
what's
was
his
a
name?
fail.
Nuno, the Wolves manager or Pep?
Good shout.
Wolves
Good
manager is a
shout.
shout.
Yeah, man.
I'd go Pep.
Actually, you know, for the centre mid, I'll
I
put
can't give Pep.
for the centre mid, I'll put Matinho in there. You know,
Well, João Moutinho.
Yeah, he's had a
Matinho.
great season.
He had a great season as well. Or that new, what's his name? Neves, who just scores
Yeah.
absolute rockets.
They can be on the bench, I guess.
Yeah. But that's about it.
I can't give it to Pep. Only on the basis that I know what Pep's about.
Then give it to the Wolves manager.
Yeah,
Unai Emery.
But that's not fair, though. That's not fair. To say that you know what he's about.
Sorry. Unai Emery. I don't know fuck all about football, but why? This is his first year in the
Uh-huh.
league.
He didn't have a great campaign.
Yeah, it didn't really.
But so what is what is someone
so
supposed to do?
why would he get over Sarri? Sarri's finished third. He's finished fifth.
True.
Fuck sorry. He wears pajamas. He
Yeah, but
wears
he smokes
pajamas
faggots.
on the pitch,
He
mate.
looked like he was
Fuck
fucking
that.
pajamas.
And he looks like somebody's nan.
Fags butters.
The actual butt as
Looks
well.
like
You don't
somebody's
even-
nan.
Not even a.
Relax, man.
Bro, he's just annoying.
What is he smoking? What is it?
It's just-
Is it menthol or something?
No,
Maybe.
apparently it's the end, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
but
like the
what do
end.
You don't get nothing out of that.
Yeah, so it's a fixation. innit?
Maybe he's got like a tick or something.
Okay, yeah,
It's just to
yeah.
put in his mouth so it feels like he has.
There must have a little thing in there, like.
Nah.
Surely that's illegal.
No, he can't smoke. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not allowed to smoke in stadiums.
In Italy, he could do it in Italy, but not in the Prem.
On the pitch.
Yeah,
on
you
the
can
bench,
smoke.
yeah.
He apparently at training he smokes like 60.
I mean,
a
come
day.
on, man. They allow racism. They're going to allow cigarettes, bro. Come on.
What? He's gritting that on the side.
Yeah.
How does he win anything? Killing his players like that.
I don't
He
think he
never
did
has.
win
He
anything.
never
He hasn't
has.
won anything.
He's never ever won a trophy.
What does he expect? If he keeps blaming at the side,
He wasn't
killing
even a
people.
footballer before as well.
Just there blowing
He was a
nicotine into his players.
banker.
Hey,
He was a banker. Somehow he's a Chelsea manager now.
blowing nicotine as he.
Sometimes it's Chelsea.
Right, be serious then. If not Unai Emery, who do you lot think is the
I think it's the Wolves guy, probably.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
getting Pep. I know you're saying that you expect
Guardiola's
yourself
done a
Pep,
double.
but
yeah,
look what
2
he's doing.
years
He's on
short.
for a domestic treble,
yeah, it's true.
which apparently has never been done before, which I found
Has-
out
Has
incredible.
it been done?
Oh, what?
No,
United
hasn't
haven't
been.
done it.
No,
Not a
they didn't-
domestic-
They won
not
the
a domestic
Europa, they won a
treble.
European Cup.
Someone's done a domestic.
Never.
Chelsea
No,
never done
Chelsea done
domestic.
double, only double.
Yeah, he's
We
on.
got
He's
songs
on for a
about that
domestic
shit.
treble. As you said, he's got 198 points in 2 Premier League seasons.
What is he doing? Or does he just have the opportunity to play with lots of?
All right, I've
with
said I
lots of
put this on
talent?
Twitter and he said no. So let's have this argument.
Yeah,
Pep is the greatest manager of all time.
no. Ferguson.
How can we argue this?
If you can do it in other places,
He's got how much money has he got
See,
at
this
his
is what
disposal, bro?
this is what I argued.
Every
yeah?
team.
and that's what I was
At
asking.
Barcelona, he had Messi as well.
Yeah, Lionel
But
Messi
this
is arguably the
this
greatest
what-
player
If
ever.
we say that Ronaldo has went to leagues and he's done his thing in different leagues, yeah, and that's why he's a GOAT. Pep did it. Pep went to Germany. He went to England. He's bossed every league.
But he
that
had
he's
the
been to.
best, arguably the best
Ferguson
team in
won
every.
the league with playing like Raphael in midfield with fucking Fletcher and Carrick.
Raphael
and
the
shit.
twin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
and
he?
Fabio.
Yeah, them man.
Oh, that's
He
the
had-
type of football I remember.
He had Johnny Evans playing and shit like that, and they were bossing it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he also had a
Winning
lot of people on his payroll.
And Pep takes Fabian Delph and puts him at left back and still does bits. Like Pep can
What?
do it.
Pep-
Pep
Pep
takes
who?
Fabian Delph and puts him left back,
But
and he
Fabian
still
Delph-
produces.
Yeah, but he's a good player. He can play there. He's
Johnny
energetic.
Evans is probably a good player as well.
He's-
In
he's
Ferguson's eyes, if Ferguson signs you, man, come on.
I don't know. I think it's hard to say that they're greatest when they're still active.
Yeah,
I feel
I mean-
like sometimes that's hard to do.
yeah. I think
Pep is the only manager to win every single trophy available to him in 1 year.
Yeah, literally, I saw a thing the other day that he's won 26 titles in his career.
Pep wins a trophy every every 23 matches apparently.
That's stupid.
Every 23 matches, Pep wins a trophy.
And he's addicted to it. Did you see his?
Oh, he is. I think he is addicted to it.
Yeah.
He's a fucking workaholic.
No, he gotta be. He's gotta
he
be.
said it. He seemed like a crack fiend. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm addicted to this winning. You know, when you win the ones, the first
But did
time.
you
it
ever
was-
see the Man City documentary?
I haven't watched-
you know
I
what?
haven't
I
watched
actually didn't watch it. I put it to the side for a little while. I haven't watched anything football related for a while, but it looks really good.
It
I
does.
must
Somewhat.
say.
It looks interesting.
He's addicted to it.
He loves it.
But he is.
addicted
I've read a lot about him, and the man, he goes to talk to like politicians and like all of these people about how to be a leader, how to win, bro. The man is obsessed with this thing.
But the
football
reason I decided it
crackhead.
is because he said it himself. He said I'm addicted to winning because he was asked which was better to win the title last year or this one to retain it, and he said it has to be this one because of everything they went through. The fact that
doing
Liverpool-
back to back as well is
Yeah.
fucking difficult.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Not
It
me.
pro-
Yeah,
it has
even
to be
Arsenal.
Pep.
Yeah,
It has to be
Yeah,
Pep.
but yeah. Don't get me wrong.
just because.
Nah.
What Pep's done in football is
What?
crazy.
Who is that? What?
Ferguson.
So Alex, why? How many European titles does he have?
2. Look, yeah, 2.
Yeah, too. So does Pep.
I don't know, man.
Pep's never won it without Messi.
Exactly.
That's the only issue. But then, Sir Alex Ferguson never won it without United.
But he won a European Cup with Aberdeen as well.
Yeah,
back in
beat
the
Real
day.
Madrid. Yeah.
Exactly. He said he's only played one league. He done it in the Scottish League, won it.
And he did it in the Scottish League without Celtic and Rangers.
Exactly.
So,
With Aberdeen.
Aberdeen, exactly.
That's fair enough, but that was a different time of football. And if you don't want to give him accolades there, you got to give Liverpool our titles. Because those are around the same ages, bro. That's when football was
Aberdeen.
played when in a different time, fam.
yeah, but that's not his fault. He can
Exactly.
only manage in the time that he's around.
And he was doing this till he's like 70 odd. There, like.
Imagine what Pep will achieve when he's 70 odd. I
Well,
think he might have.
I don't think he can do it to that. Honestly, I think he'll burn out after a
Yeah,
while.
I reckon
He burns out.
He's so intense. He burns
Yeah,
out.
I
Yeah.
reckon-
He says
he'll
he
probably
burns
have
out.
a next like another
That's
10
why he
years.
left. He left
For-
Barcelona on that basis. He's burned
Yeah,
out. He
he's
said, I
burned
can't
out.
do it
Yeah.
no more. But he's the greatest manager of all time. I said it when I saw him at Barca.
In your opinion.
The style that he brings to football, what he can make players do, the understanding of what they do. He's the greatest coach of all time.
I understand the argument, but it's
Yeah.
hard to say.
You can't say. at the moment.
He does get results out.
He's
Good
up there.
players, though.
He's top. He's up
He's
there.
top. He's at top 2 if anything.
Top
He's
three.
only going to be second.
Top 3.
Who's
Mourinho, you're going to
Mourinho's
put
up there
Mourinho.
as
Yeah,
well.
I mean,
Yeah,
you have to
Mourinho will be third.
you have to give him his just deserve.
Mourinho's third. It's
Sure.
out of Alex Ferguson, Pep for the top 2 then, in my opinion.
Or Mourinho.
Mourinho's done
I'll
it.
put
in the
Mourinho's
last
done
days.
another
He won.
couple.
He won a Champions League with
Mourinho
Porto.
second.
He
Porto
won a
and,
Champions League
and
with
an
Porto.
agent Inter Milan team.
That was a really good Inter
What
Milan
with
team,
Esso, where they
How was
just
that a
part the
really good?
bus?
They had Zanetti at fucking 35. They had like
Because-
Milito at 33.
Do you know what that is? That's exactly what Mourinho wants. Aging people that are just going to park the bus and play his style of football.
Who did he
bruv.
beat? He beat Pep
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
as
he
well.
went to Nou Camp.
And then
Yeah,
how many
he did.
times have Pep
He stripped
battered him before
And-
after
but
that?
to win the European Cup, I'm saying to beat him in the semis in their own backyard.
Look, Pep did it as well. He beat Real Madrid.
Did he?
Yeah,
Well,
when they went on to win it.
What Mourinho's?
Yeah, when he had that Messi, when Messi does the run past Ramos and does all that, and he side foots it past Casillas.
I don't know. Maybe I thought that was a league match, or maybe I'm
No,
wrong.
it was a Real Madrid.
Oh.
It's a Champions League semi-final, second leg. I remember that game. I watched it as well. But Mourinho gets props. Don't get me wrong. Also,
Donny.
Mourinho this year doesn't help him.
Why this year? Look,
Chelsea.
Look what happened. Look what happened at Man United. They were shit at Man United. He was shit at Man
Listen.
United this year. And look,
Pep and Sir Alex Ferguson never got fired.
That doesn't matter.
so,
What do you mean that don't
I
matter?
don't think it matters.
That-
I don't think
not?
it
That
doesn't matter. Football's
I don't think
football.
it
That
matters.
don't matter.
Why not?
doesn't matter.
Because why
Mourinho
did they get fired
collapsed.
on the basis
Mourinho
of...
no, he didn't collapse at Man
Mourinho
United.
collapsed
I
at
don't-
Chelsea.
I don't think he collapsed at Man United. Look,
collapsed
look,
at Chelsea?
Look what happens at Man United
He
now.
collapsed at Chelsea then.
Look what's happened at Man United now. Things come in, had a good run. If you brought in any manager, he would have done better. Like
Okay.
done better than Mourinho done.
Uh-huh.
And look, he's been like they've lost how many games now?
Yeah.
Under Oli?
It's true, like Mourinho said.
What
that
Harry
Mourinho
last-
said the problem's still there.
Yeah, the
He said
problem's still
Mourinho
there.
said last year, finishing second is probably one of his greatest achievements in football. And everyone was like, oh, whatever.
But he's failed at Chelsea. He got sacked twice.
He didn't fail at Chelsea because he won trophies.
Yeah.
No,
He's done-
he
he's
didn't
done
fail,
better. He won the
but he
league,
went
won-
down. He collapsed.
He won, so it don't matter
does-
because he's actually won.
he's done better than what Jurgen-
Peps don't collapse though. Peps goes back to back, bruv. He keeps on winning.
Mourinho done back to back.
Exactly. He won back to back
Back
at
to back,
Chelsea.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, he's won back to
now
back.
we're talking
And
a
a
man who
double.
wins consistently.
I think.
I'm talking about just Pep. I'm talking
Oh,
about
you're
Chelsea.
talking in comparison to
I'm
to
talking
Pep.
about. I'm talking about in terms of managers. Now Pep has won Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man City. He keeps winning.
Yeah.
So then
it's
Mourinho goes Chelsea win.
But
Bad, bad season,
Porto
win. Bad season,
But
win,
don't forget,
bad season.
don't
That's
forget,
what I'm saying.
Don't forget, Mourinho's been around since we've known about him since about 2003.
Yeah, so for a lot longer
So
time.
we've known him for a long time. And
Pep's new
in
to
50
this.
years, when we're talking about Mourinho, we're not even going to be speaking. He
Oh,
got sacked
100%.
here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
so-
100%.
Yeah, but I guess when you're comparing him to Klopp, these are the things that will pip. Not Klopp, sorry.
Pep.
Pep.
Yeah, and plus he's won at teams that didn't have no like
Yeah,
Porto.
that
Who are-
Porto
who
team
are
to win
Porto?
Champions
The
League.
Porto one is a big
Mad.
one. The Porto one is a big one.
Mad.
Because
Are
that's
there
not
any more?
Nah, not in terms of football. I think we're done.
Yeah, because I'm about to ready to pop off. mate.
Just and
Yeah, go on.
hold tight Lampard and Derby for yesterday.
Yeah,
you wanted to
big.
go on that shit.
Yeah,
Big.
that was a
I didn't watch that, so I have no.
I was talking to some people at work about the playoffs actually because they got playoffs in lower league football. And
Yeah.
they were explaining that to me. I thought it was quite interesting. Apparently, a playoff game is the most expensive game or something. Like that.
Yeah,
They say that, but it's
Champion.
not.
It's
really.
more to do. It's more to do with what you're able to gross off
Yeah,
the
yeah.
back of it.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily.
Playoffs are
Yeah,
great.
but-
Playoffs are great. Playoff
Yeah.
football is fantastic.
It's, it seems like
So
it is.
exciting.
It seems like it is.
But playoffs in general are exciting,
Yes.
and that will be our little segue.
See what we did there. You see what we did there.
Playoff basketball's here.
Oh my god!
Fucking love
we're
it.
we're actually
Fucking
into
love
the
it.
big
I
guns.
don't know what's going on right now.
We're actually
so
into the big
fucking
guns.
mad.
God.
Listen, fuck James Harden is the first thing I'm gonna say.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, fuck James
got a
Harden.
nice
Whatever.
beard.
You didn't win the league, so
Neither did James Harden. He didn't win fucking shit
that's
either.
fine. He's
He
never
didn't
won
get
it
to a
before,
final.
and neither
Anyway,
have you. You're just the same.
listen, we might win something. James Harden ain't gonna win nothing.
I mean, James Harden won the MVP last season. You
That
know,
was last
you get
season.
consolation prizes as you go on in life, innit?
Yeah, that's all it is. Consolations.
For being good but not good enough. That's fine.
Runners
As
up.
long as, yeah, like you know, pussy or fucking.
But what do you
guy.
think of the Rockets? I think it's time they fuck it all off and they start again.
No, they don't. No, not at all. I think they need to start looking into recruiting more players, but it's difficult because they've got guys like Chris Paul there who not a lot of people like apparently. It just like what can you
What
say?
do you think of this Chris Paul thing, first of all? Because did anyone hear the story about Chris Paul, by the way?
What?
So after game 6 with the Warriors, Steph went to go shoot on their court.
Oh, before practice, right? And he
Chris
didn't
Paul-
let them practice. So when Steph's won the game for them with his great performance in Game 6 of the Western Conference semi-finals, he's like giving Draymond Green a high five, and he said, "Kick me off my court."
So basically,
Kick
what
me off
happened
my
was
court.
Steph went to go.
Kick me off my court again.
So
Kick me off my court again. So Steph wants to go shoot around before the game.
Where is it? In Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem with what Chris Paul
So
did.
so he's
Wasn't
gone
it
to
Houston,
shoot
was it?
out.
Was it in Houston?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's gone to shoot around and like just practice, warm up, whatever. Chris Paul's come like, and they've reserved the court already, and Chris Paul's come like, fuck that, you ain't training before the game, get off my court.
Fair enough.
It's gamesmanship.
Yeah,
it's gamesmanship.
Yeah.
It's still a fucking asshole thing to do.
Yeah,
that.
it is. There's no denying that. But if they're the one,
Yeah, exactly. It's competitive, man.
Yeah.
You got to do that before again. Then after,
why
shake
would you
hands,
allow someone
whatever.
to have the
And he-
competitive edge?
Advantage,
And
yeah.
he did give them props. Like, you can't help but give them props. And that's the thing. Like, you keep asking me, like, what is it? What's James Harden got to do? He ain't no Russell Westbrook. I said this last time. Like, what else can you do? No one beats these guys. What else are other teams going to do?
Oh,
It's
no, I said-
the same problem that James Harden has. It's the same problem that the rest of the league has.
No, but the problem with what we had, the conversation we had on the last episode, if you want to go check that out, but you said 36.5 points, right?
Yeah, per
and
game.
It comes down to exactly what we had, the conversation we just had about Liverpool. 97 points don't mean shit, the same way 36.5 points don't mean shit. See what I'm saying?
Can I
You say
just
you get half
wait?
Yeah, you get 36.5. Average, it's average.
36, points per game. Let me quickly differentiate between what you're doing. You get points for a win, or a draw, or a loss. Individual accolades against team accolades, you can't. You're conflating the argument, and that's why I get frustrated.
No, but what I said to you, it was the
That's
same
why
thing.
I get frustrated.
Okay.
I'm talking about one. It's like if
Alright.
okay, so it's like
Okay, it's
Sadio
like Mane
no,
wins the one. Mane
that's
wins
exactly
the thing,
what it is.
but it don't mean shit.
It might
Yes?
not. It might
So
not
there we
mean
go.
shit. It might
So
not mean
it
shit.
doesn't
But
mean
don't talk about Liverpool 97 points. Say the
Okay.
Mane point, and then
Alright.
I'll be like, all right, cool,
It's the
yeah,
same
that's
thing,
fair
though.
enough.
But that's exactly
fair
what I
enough.
said last time.
But
And you still didn't want to listen, though.
that's not what you said last time because
We can listen back. I said Mo Salah won the league.
Check it out.
I said, check it out, definitely. I said Mo Salah won the Golden Boot, it didn't mean nothing. And then you said, yeah,
that's
but
for one season.
But he's done it again this season, it don't mean nothing.
You want to go and beat this season again.
yeah.
So he's more like James Harden than anybody
That's
else.
what I said to you
But
last
my
time,
whole
bro.
thing is like Mo Salah still gets the props. No one hates on Mo Salah. Whenever
They do hate on Mo Salah.
No,
They
let me
hate
get
on
one.
Mo
Let me get
Never
past
give
this. But he's wet. He's wet.
I'm
though.
gonna let
So
you
is
land.
James
I'm gonna let
Harden,
you land.
bro.
I'm gonna let you land.
No.
So is
James
Harden,
Harden
bro.
ain't like he tried to
He's
say all
wet,
these things about James Harden when it's not the case. Like
It is.
people want to hate on his game for some reason, but I'm like, it doesn't matter because individually you have to give him props, and that's all it is. I don't want to hear anything else. So we're gonna get past this because it's every fucking episode. It's literally every episode. We'll get past this, but it's because you have to just put respect on it. Just the same way, like, although I don't appreciate watching Giannis play, I have to now hold my tongue because Jesus Christ, what are these Bucks doing?
I'm telling you.
Like
I told
I'm-
you they're beasts.
I don't care about keeping the same energy or consistency. I still don't think Giannis is going to give us this for 10 years to come or
Okay.
whatever. But this particular season, he's doing bits, and if he gets the MVP, I can't be upset. What he's done with the Bucks is fantastic.
Okay.
Now
Now you agree, no?
I mean,
you didn't say that before.
I mean,
though.
yeah, because I wasn't watching the Bucks. I watch a lot of basketball. The Bucks ain't who I watch because I don't think it's not interesting basketball to me. They just got a load of freaks on their team. If you think Giannis is a freak, what Brooke Lopez did last night or the night before,
we gotta talk about
he's a freak. He's a freak.
that
He's
was
7 foot. He's a twin. One
And
of
how
his,
is
his
this
twin looks like
twin?
Sideshow Bob, and he's got all the moves. If we want to talk about big men in the league, yeah, who literally get no props. He's one of the most overlooked big
He
men.
was draining
mate,
threes.
from
He
three.
was
I watched the highlights
draining
back and I thought,
threes.
what the fuck is going on?
was
Why aren't these
draining.
niggas playing no fucking defense? What is going on? From anywhere, he's wetting. Spin moves. He did a
It was
spin
mad.
move in a fucking lane. He's 7'1". Why are you? What are you doing?
I was
What
going
are
to
you
talk about
doing?
that, to be honest. Brook
What are
Lopez
you
was
doing?
good.
He's
He was-
fantastic, but he's been
But-
like this at Brooklyn. He was like that at the Lakers. So
What I
there's
was
a lot.
going to say
Go on.
is,
Fucking
in
hell,
terms
man.
of the Bucks winning the series,
yeah.
can Brook Lopez keep it going?
That's the common misconception about the Bucks. They're not good because of Giannis. They're good because they're deep.
That's
It doesn't need to be Brook, is what I'm saying. It could be Malcolm
Brogdon,
Brogdon.
yeah.
It could be
They got shooters.
Chris Middleton.
They got
It could be
shooters.
Nikola Mirotic.
They have.
Oh,
But that's why it works.
Ursan Ilyasova.
That's why the Bucks work.
Just the jammy team, like it's ugly. The basketball don't look good. They got George Hill.
They have George Hill.
I don't care if he's shit from the free throw line. He was at the finals last season. That kind of experience is so valuable.
Yeah.
Of course, the Bucks are going to go far, and we're talking about
but
Giannis
then-
Antetokounmpo.
But you have Kawhi though. Kawhi's been finals. He's got experience.
He wasn't there last year.
But he's got
No,
experience.
no,
though, come on.
Relax. I'm talking about the recency of being there. That carries for something.
Got a winner though.
How long ago? 5 years ago. And since then, he hasn't done anything to get that far. Look, Idris, what you're saying makes sense. George Hill was there last year.
But George Hill did nothing last year. Come on, bro.
Started. It's not about him doing nothing. He was there. He was the starting point guard at the time. Don't look. I know what you're saying, but listen to me. He was there just yesterday. It's like
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
should.
how else do I describe it. Like
I'll describe.
I was there just
It's like
yesterday.
Liverpool being in the Champions League final this year and being there last year.
But these man will say it didn't mean nothing.
No, it definitely means something.
It means something.
Because
this is a Tottenham supporter.
It means something
For the game at least, for the very game.
You man, just your energies are just.
No, it's true. Though. I'll tell you why. Because they've got that experience of it.
So it's why though.
Yeah, but
But it's a
recently, recent
experience.
But he's a
experience.
winner.
Recently,
That's important as well. That's important.
I didn't say a
A
word.
winner. And we're not talking about winner. We're talking about MVP.
You know what?
We're talking about a man
why
that's
it's
holding
different?
his team.
You know why it's different? He averaged about maybe 14 points in that MVP. He got the MVP because he locked down LeBron. So it wasn't the contributing factor to him winning it was more like, okay, you've done the hardest job there is to do. You didn't score the most points or anything like that. You just stopped the best player.
Okay.
So that's why he got it. He was young as well. And let me explain this to you real quick. The league was completely different then, which is why recency matters, because they weren't shooting threes at this clip. It wasn't a 3-point shooting league then. You get me? The game was played very differently back then. Yes, Kawhi has experience, but George Hill was just there.
And George Hill don't do nothing.
He went there
though.
yesterday. He's a starting point guard. He plays a lot of defense. It's hard because a lot of people don't watch both ends of the floor. There was a reason he was there. He was the starting point guard
So
at
he
that
sounds
team.
like James Milner. Like,
Yeah.
No. He does a lot less than James Milner. Trust me, a lot less than James Milner.
You don't watch enough of the game.
Kevin Love was like a James Milner.
It's difficult for me.
Kevin
It's
Love's
very
sick.
difficult for me because
No, Kevin Love wasn't that great
it's
last year.
difficult for me because like you man all have each other here to talk football. You all know your bits, but Idris, you really don't know, bro.
Idris, you don't know, bro.
and it gets to a point where
What's funny though, because he says I don't know, but everyone agrees with me. That's one. Two, I've been right this year, fam. I told him Kawhi and the Bucks would.
I agree with Oyen.
Kawhi would do bits, and I told him Giannis would do bits, and he told me he hated both players.
I can hate them. It doesn't mean that they're not going to do bits.
But he told me that both of them are dry. At the beginning, you can go back to an episode.
I said
Oyen was like, no, they're not going to do anything.
That was at the start of the season.
So and then. But now he wants to be here and be like, I don't know nothing. But
You're talking about George Hill.
Bro. You see, man. I watch the Bucks and I'm like,
I'll tell you what he can see. I'll tell you what he can see. He can see Stephen A. Smith and all the other niggas that he watches talk their crud and then follow on with what they're saying. My G, hold tight.
don't even
real
watch
quick.
Stephen A.
Hold tight real quick. You watch Shannon Sharp or whatever the fuck you watch.
I don't watch them.
George Hill has been to the finals more times than Kawhi.
Okay.
Did you know that? No, but did you know that?
But has he won?
Yeah, he played with the Spurs. So it doesn't matter because...
Is he
so
integral to it though?
It's
There's 5 man on the court, and if you're not integral part to the piece, then you're not playing the part.
if you start and you're on the floor in crunch time situations, you're obviously integral. He was there last season. They were his free throws to fuck up. If he weren't on the court, he would have never been able to shoot a free throw.
You said James Harden was going to be the baller, and he wasn't. So
what do you mean going to be the baller? 36 points per game is balling out.
We'll let this play out as well.
Just because you want to overlook it, doesn't mean that he's not balling out.
Can we talk about Kawhi's shot?
He does it a lot. It's his patented shot. It's what he's good at. It's his go-to.
But that don't make him good.
Moment,
that don't make him good.
No. Let's talk about that moment.
That's his go-to. I've never once said he ain't good.
Yes, you did.
No, I've never once said he ain't good. I've never once said he ain't good.
Listen back to our episode.
I've never once said he ain't good. I was editing them for a little while, so you can't tell me that. No.
Listen back, and you know
I've never once said he ain't good.
I'm gonna
And if
pull
I
up
said
some
he weren't
footage.
good, it was
I'm gonna pull
on
up some
one of them
footage.
ones where, like, if I tell you Harry Kane's shit, do you know what I mean?
Throwaway.
But is he shit? So be
Oh,
smart.
whatever, man.
Actually be
Whatever,
smart.
man.
Actually be smart when you talk.
Okay.
Actually be smart when you talk.
Okay.
'Cause you're just here
Why
opening
you
your
getting
lips.
heated?
You're actually here just opening your lips for no fucking reason. Here talking shit. What the fuck does that even mean? Kawhi's shot, he does it a lot. I expected it to drop. They should have never let him get the ball. They should have never let him get the ball. I don't know what they were playing at. 76ers had a chance to stop him from
Who's that
getting the
for?
ball.
Simmons.
Pardon?
Was that Simmons' fault?
It was both, because Simmons let Embiid play their help, in my opinion. They could have trapped him.
Okay.
They had an opportunity to trap him. He's eased off as he saw Embiid come to play the help. They should have trapped him in the corner. If you watch Kawhi highlights, I listened to this podcast, Jane and Jacoby, and Jane and Rose spoke about it. That's his shot. He does it from the baseline, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, fading away pretty much over the backboard. He can make that shot whenever he likes. He can literally make that shot whenever he's like. I still don't like Kawhi smirking in the corner, cunt. I still don't like Kawhi.
That picture was that still was amazing.
What he did
was amazing.
Both
What?
players that I
When
rooted
he's
for
there,
this year
like,
was
yeah,
this.
Embiid's looking over. Yeah, come on.
Just because I don't like players that are doing well, what does that even mean? I don't like them. I don't like the way he
enough.
plays. That's all it is. They're still doing well. They're still on very stacked teams. The Bucks were in the playoffs for the past 2 years. They've been a team on the rise. Giannis has been at the forefront of that. I don't like the way his game looks. I'm allowed to not like the way his game looks.
So out of the teams left, who do you want to win?
Right now, I want Toronto to win, but they're not going to.
You, Idris?
I don't want
The whole thing or just the
the whole
final?
thing.
The
The whole
four?
thing.
The Warriors
The four.
will win the whole thing.
No, but
but
who do you want?
I want to win.
Oh, who do I want to win? Sorry, no, I'd like the Trailblazers to win. more
I'd
than
like the
anything.
Bucks to win. I'm not gonna
I want
lie.
the Trailblazers to win.
I played NBA with the Bucks. I did the whole Giannis thing, so I have a little love for them. So I actually want the Bucks to win.
I don't know. I just don't see it. I just think they've got the best chance
They
on
have.
an underdog level, on the level that people don't really look at what their team is comprised of. They've got a lot of guys with bare experience, and then they've got this freak in the monster who could do what he likes.
Did anyone
They've got
watch
Eric Bledsoe as well.
Did anyone watch the Warriors Trailblazers? I watched that
Yeah,
one.
that was a.
That
I mean,
was Steph coming out again, boy.
I
Steph's
didn't
back.
know he has a brother that plays in the league. He's got some B-Tech brother. It's called Seth.
Yeah, literally.
Steph
The
and
B-Tech
Seth.
brother.
So
I saw it.
MBQ.
It came up on my.
And they got another brother apparently plays somewhere in like Russia or something.
Possibly. I know they got a sister as well who plays volleyball. Who's
apparently
married
got
to
another-
Austin Rivers, I think, who's getting.
No
married.
way.
I think so.
Oh, I think I saw something.
They
like
said something like that.
brother,
yeah.
brother-in-law, dad, all
Is
that
his,
shit.
is his
I saw
B-Tech
that.
brother any good or?
His B-Tech brother.
It's
He's not
hard.
Steph.
How can it's hard.
He's
like,
not Steph.
at least like Colo and Yaya brought different things to the game.
One was a defender. One
This
was
one is just literally
A lesser
a
version. Yeah?
B-Tech
B-Tech
Steph.
version,
He's
yeah.
more of a setup shooter.
B-Tech Steph.
Like,
B-Tech Steph.
I think that might be the name of the
B-Tech
episode.
Steph. B-Tech Steph. B-Tech fucking Steph.
Where's
No,
Kevin Durant? I saw
he injured.
He's
Got
injured. Okay.
Yeah, he got injured. But people are acting
Badly
like,
or
well, he's out for this series, I believe. He might be
What do
making
you
a
think of-
resurgence.
What do you think of him going down? Like, I feel like,
Sounds good.
alright, it's in the sense that like, I thought it'd affect them, but at the same time I didn't.
Well, why would it affect them? They won more games without him
Yeah, that's true.
than
Really?
they did. Well, they set a
Like
record
72 and
73 and 9
Yeah,
and 8 or something like
whatever
74.
oh, was that a year before he came?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
that's
don't know
true.
why. So they have a cohesion, and I watched them like the highlights. I think I watched like the first half of that Trailblazers game, and the way they run sets. Oh God, it's not even fair. And anyone can get the ball at any time. When you've got a guy like Klay Thompson, it makes Steph's job really easy, and when you've got a guy like Steph, it makes Clay's job really easy. So they're just wet.
Yeah,
They're
they
literally
complement
guns.
each other very
and then
well.
their role players do really well. So one thing that the reason why the Bucks are impressive is, and I mentioned it before, is because obviously guys like Malcolm Brogdon, I've got a theory. You need to have players on your team. Your third and fourth option need to be able to score at least 12 points
Yeah,
for you
that's
to be
probably
in the
right.
winning of a game. Because your stars will tend to go off for 20, 30 odd points, 40 if they're James Harden.
Do you know what was mad?
The Rocket, what go on?
Talking of that,
Yeah.
the Raptors got 92 points and Kawhi got like 40.
Yeah, beast.
That was fucking. When I looked, I was like, this guy got like almost fucking half of his
He
whole team
literally
points.
comes down the middle slowly, turns his back, goes over one shoulder, it's a bucket. Goes over the other shoulder, it's a bucket. Goes through the middle, does a couple dribble moves that he saw on NBA 2K19, and then manages to score. Like, bruv, he's him
Kawhi,
more than Giannis. He's starting to win me
Yeah,
over. He's
Kawhi is a beast. Kawhi is definitely a
Giannis has
beast.
got dribble moves, which I appreciate, but bruv,
I agree
like,
with you in the sense that
just
like
ugly.
the longevity
Not
of
fair.
Giannis's
it's predicated on athleticism, and all he does, like literally,
But you
like,
have
all of
to
his baskets are
appreciate
dunks. But
the
they're like,
freak athleticism is there though, man.
yeah, but
You have
I
to
don't like the
appreciate
way it looks. It's weird, and I think it's just probably a bit of jealousy. But to be fair, I wouldn't want to have arms that long. They're already pretty fucking long. You get me? Like I just something about the way his game is, and I think, and I spoke to my boy on the way to work this morning, and he's literally said something to the effect of Giannis is a fraud, or like he's being figured out. Like he can get you 24 points. He's not. This will be this.
I don't think he's been figured out. On the sense that he goes through the lane, goes
Yeah.
to the bucket, but he can dish out, and
Drive
that's
and
where
kick.
that's where it works for them. That's where the Bucks
So he's playing like Russell Westbrook, but he's
Sort of, yeah.
but he's a lot taller,
and he can obviously can.
so
dunk
he
and
don't
do
have to
whatever.
shoot
Yeah.
because he can bang down
Literally,
low.
or just lay up or whatever. And that's what I feel, because like when I watch them, that's what they do, and that's what they run. And he runs it to Brogdon and Bledsoe.
And then when he's off the court, and this is the reason why I think guys like George Hill are important, because when he's off the court, who's carrying the ball? Because Chris Middleton don't carry the ball. He likes to play off the ball and then get one-on-ones on
Yes.
isolations. So who's carrying up the ball?
Brogdon,
you got,
no?
You got Brogdon, you got Bledsoe, and who else? George Hill, sorry. Honestly, man, he's a bigger factor than you're giving him credit for. It's because he missed those free throws last year. Everyone remembers him as a bum because he missed those free throws, but he's been to the finals a couple of times. He played under Pop. That's the reason he's still in. Why would he still be in the league? Do you know how easy it is for guys to drop off in the league?
If NBA, I don't find that's the case though. I'm not
Don't
gonna
you?
lie.
Swear down. You feel like you see a lot of players for a long period of time.
Like, the longevity of players is very long, and I feel like because the pool of players is very smaller.
It's smaller. That's why. Because you can look at a lot of leagues because you have European transfers. You got people coming from overseas, so
Yeah,
the
right.
pool is globular.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas like
And that's what the NBA, the pool of
But don't
players.
players
is
coming
very
from like European countries.
they do, but
Yeah.
not in the same way that
Yeah.
they like. It's a
not
big deal.
and you can only
yeah.
come through like for a draft. I don't think.
No, like so, I don't know. There was a guy called Sergio Rodriguez who was playing. So, I don't know why I keep. That's the second.
I hope
time.
you
I'm
saw
so
that on the
sorry.
fucking camera. That
I'm
was
so sorry.
That blue. I can still see it on your lap.
Sorry, man. God, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know. Sorry, man. Jeez, that's
Yeah,
awkward.
Man
Right.
spat at me because I said James Harden was a fucking shit.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Oh.
I fucking hate you guys. It's mad because anywhere I go and I speak to people, everyone's like Idris, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it. That's why he thinks me telling him he doesn't know anything is redundant. Because anywhere I go, people be like, "Oh yeah, but James Harden." I'm like, it doesn't matter. He's doing. Kobe's never done this before.
No, but the gameplay is different, man.
Kobe has never done this
Like-
before. Do you know how people suck Kobe's dick? People,
But
what do you think of Kobe Bryant?
I mean, I wasn't really
Co-
watching basketball.
Kobe
Thank God,
had-
I'm so glad he said. But you know Kobe's name, right?
Yeah, every
Kobe
time,
had Kobe
every
played
time I
with way
throw a
more
grenade on
heart
Apex,
than James
Kobe.
Harden. Like we can say that, no?
I can't say that.
Come on.
How?
Kobe played with a lot more
He
heart.
played
than
with better players. He had Shaq.
But even then, afterwards, he man played a few ways to kill his fucking whatever that was.
Yeah, and he'll pay
Free
for
throw.
it when he's 60. Not bad.
100%.
Who asked you
No,
to
I
go
don't
and
think he
fast
will.
yourself?
came
Yeah,
back.
he's rich enough to not.
He came back.
He's more than rich enough not to. I don't know. I just feel like if someone like, if you revere Kobe, Kobe has 30-odd thousand points. Yeah, he's got more points in total for his whole career than Michael Jordan. He's the third in NBA all-time scoring. And James Harden has now got a season under his belt at a higher point average than Kobe ever had.
You know what?
Marginally.
You know what it is,
Marginally,
Yang?
but he still does.
Yang, it comes down to those
second?
rings, bro.
I know
Karl
Kareem.
Malone.
Kareem's first.
Kareem's first, and then it's Karl Malone, then it's Kobe Bryant, then it's Michael Jordan.
It comes down to those rings for me.
It's either Dirk or no, LeBron's not. Yeah, but I mean, when you played with Shaq, and Shaq had been to the finals before he won the 3 with
Because
LA.
that's why I don't.
Oh, was that with Orlando?
Yeah, he went with the Magic, him and Penny, and then they lost to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They would have lost to the Rockets, sorry, because Michael Jordan wasn't in the league that season. Yeah, he couldn't have been.
What was I gonna say? Like that's why I don't mind KD. What
'Cause
KD
he,
done, but
'cause
now
he did what he
had
now
to get his rings.
Yeah, and you know what? I rate him for it as well. But at the same time, I don't.
Now I'm like, go find your team, go do your thing, and
But
That's
if
what I-
James Harden went to the Warriors, are we serious? You think that one man is enough to break down the fact that they play moving basketball? No, it's just going to be a madness. If any top player in the league goes to the Warriors, it's going to be a madness.
I don't know because he
Not
takes
Russell
Clay's
Westbrook.
spot
No, he doesn't. He plays alongside Clay.
though. How? He's a shooting guard. no?
Draymond or Iguodala go off.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
Come on, man. If you put James Harden on the Warriors, bro,
They're just gonna be shooting everywhere.
oh my God, and they're not going to be missing.
They're gonna be shooting
Because
from everywhere.
what I think the reason that Clay and Steph
No,
are so
no,
good
but
is
that would
because
be
they
like-
practice together, or that they shoot a lot together.
Clay and Steph?
When you've got,
Yeah.
because I reckon Clay thinks he's a better shooter than Steph.
I think he knows he is.
There you
Did
go.
Did
He
you
is.
win the 3-point contest?
They both won it.
Oh,
They both
against
won
each
it.
other.
Kyrie, they would have been in it each year. Yeah, they would have competed against each other. They both won it. Kyrie Irving's also won it. That's just a contest on the day. But I think that Klay Thompson is a better true shooter than Steph. Steph's just got something else. It's hard to describe. Like,
Steph can shoot,
whenever he likes.
but
No,
I think
Clay
Clay
can
is
shoot.
more streaky though.
Who?
Clay. Clay can just like when he went off on that quarter, that third quarter where he
Yeah.
got like, what did he get? 20 something?
Something. What? Oh, when he scored 55.
Yeah, and he got like,
scored 27 in the third quarter.
yeah, that when he didn't miss. Like I've watched
a
that
lot of
over and
those-
over
a
again.
lot of
I'm
those
like,
are like layups as well and backdoor cuts and stuff.
no, they're all frees. Most of them are frees.
What, in the third quarter?
Yeah, I've
No,
watched that over and over again.
He got a lot of cuts to the
Got
basket.
2. I swear it's 2
I swear
2
he
points.
got-
The rest were the
What,
rest
in
were
it?
all shots.
Fair enough, because I think he got the title that year, no?
Couple mid range. I don't know if it was.
No, not the title, sorry. The record for the most 3-pointers
Oh,
made
yeah.
in a game. No, like, I think he's a better shooter and that his form is probably truer to form and he's taller and he just got a better... Do you know what I mean? Steph takes shots that you're not supposed to take, innit?
Yeah, that's
And
it.
he makes
100%.
them. I think Steph has a better control of the ball overall, but I think that Clay is a better
And with-
shooter.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Shooting
The
shot.
way he shoots it, Steph, as well. He just
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
you don't He literally picks it from. He shoots from here,
from his chest almost. Yeah. But you have to remember he's 6'3", so everyone thinks he's mad small. He's
small he's small
for
compared
an
to the
NBA
others.
player.
Basically,
He's massive. Like if around us, man, he's making all of us look small. But yeah, no, I think
No, Clay's like you said, Steph's better with the ball. On the basis that like Steph can go layup. I don't really see.
Clay can,
I don't
but
really
and
see
his
him
handle's
do it.
getting better this season, which is weird because if his handle gets better, a lot of people think that if he goes anywhere else or if he leaves this season or something, that he's not going to be as good as he was on the thingy. But if he gets a handle, he's easily one of the best players in the league because of just his ability to shoot. If he's able to shoot off the dribble, Klay Thompson is literally, I think he's unstoppable because he plays both ends of the floor as well.
Yeah.
Gets overlooked a lot as just a piece of this puzzle that makes the Warriors really good because they've got Klay.
A vital piece.
A
very vital piece.
But I say he gets overlooked in the grand scheme of the league. He's the second best shooting guard in the league, only because I think that James Harden can go out and get you 36 points per game.
Liverpool is shit.
You know?
Oh. That's deep.
But yeah, I want the Blazers to win, but they won't. I want there to be a good game whereby Damian Lillard goes out and gets 50, CJ McCollum goes out and gets 40, and they beat up on these guys, but it's probably not going to happen.
Nope. What do you think of CJ McCollum, though? I think he's really come of age.
I watched that game live.
Yeah, so did I.
I know a guy that went to uni with him.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's
You know everyone,
he's
isn't
really
it?
good.
I know.
Mane's cousin.
It's just the way God made it, mate. Don't be jelly. Fucking hell. Fuck's sake. It's not my fault.
Jelly, don't be
It's not my fault. I just happen to know guys that know guys, isn't it?
But no,
I think he's really good, and he always has been. And I think he's a better player than Russell Westbrook. He's got more skills. He's unbelievable. I watched that game live. It didn't make no sense.
he's really good there.
Didn't make no sense. He was balling out.
His mid-range is really
He
good.
didn't make and that's the thing. Like people were hating on DeMar, but you need a good mid-range as well. Because as soon as you learn to shoot a free, all you need is that's what Steph does. You know, a lot of people think it's just threes. It's a lot of threes, but he gets hella layups and he stops.
Hella layups.
Bare
So
layups.
many layups.
Bare layups. He just throws it bare high. The ball disappears for a bit and it comes back down.
Do you remember that
That-
thingy?
Bruv, unreal.
That was sick.
Remember where
He
By
bounced
the way,
it.
he's got-
Oh yeah.
I just
And
came
does he
in.
walk away and he just goes in?
like it was
I don't
nothing.
even know for Steph, man. He's got different gravy, but the Warriors will take them in
5.
5 at best.
Warriors in 5.
At best for Portland, otherwise it's a sweep, and
Yeah.
then it's going to 7 over on the
Yeah,
east.
on the East, I reckon it's 7 as
It's going
well.
to 7.
I reckon that will go.
It makes sense
It'll
too. Because
swing.
let's look at this properly. They didn't lose by much.
No. And they've
Was
got
it
enough
about 8 or
pieces.
something like that?
Kyle Lowry went and had 30 points, and
Yeah.
everyone's been talking smack on his name.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry had 30 points.
I watched it as well, and he
Bro.
was balling. He was balling. He was actually sick. He was actually doing bits.
Fam,
I don't really like Kyle Lowry too much.
wet a 3-pointer
Yeah.
over Brook Lopez's face, and I thought you had no business being there. And then he went step back, and I thought, wow, he scored like 6 3-pointers in that third quarter.
Yeah.
He kept them in the game.
Yes.
He kept them in the game because the Bucks weren't in the game for the first 3 quarters at all. Kyle Lowry
No,
came
the Raptors, you
alive.
mean?
No, the Bucks weren't in the Raptors were up for 3 quarters, and then
The Bucks weren't in the game.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
I get-
weren't
I
in the
get what you
game,
mean, I
like-
get what you mean.
Like it looked like the Raptors should have gone on to win this conclusively, and then they just Brook Lopez had been wetting threes all game, and then started doing a madness. Giannis was doing what he needed to do, and that's what I always check the box score nowadays. I never used to.
Sometimes I do.
You can see who scored,
Who's assisted and whatever,
bruv.
blah, 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 blah.
They get a lot of productivity from a lot of guys on that team, so they.
Because one thing you don't see in highlights is rebounds. And rebounds win rebounds. Who said rebounds win rings?
Of course they do, man.
Who said that? Pat Riley, right?
Probably
I think I heard
because it's important to. If you don't rebound the ball, rebound. If you don't rebound the ball, how do you get the ball to
that.
score?
Yeah.
on
And
the
this
other
Kanta
end?
had like 9 rebounds in like
Bro.
one quarter. I was
Man,
like, fuck.
He'd been fasting, you know.
Yeah, I heard that as
He'd
well.
been fasting. This guy had been fasting.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And he
It
went
must
to
be
play
what-
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He can't be the only dude doing that.
No,
There
there's
must
quite
be
a few
more.
players have.
There aren't that many
Apparently,
Muslim
some
guys.
of the players, some of the Ajax players were fasting as well.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you-
it's like
you-
with
you
Salah
saw
as
that, you
well.
saw that,
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
And
that.
Salah. Come on, like
I don't know. I haven't seen the Salah one.
must have.
Salah must be fasting,
Yeah.
though.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I was talking about this at work. One of the guys, he was saying that some sports stars don't.
Yeah,
during
so-
their career, they don't.
That's
Some
fair
guys.
enough.
Like
They
what
said
you
that
can
Ennis-
do, you can
Ennis-
make up
Make it
for
up. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know all
yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
At the
They
end
said
of
like Ennis Kanter like whatever o'clock like had to
325. Yeah.
they went to his hotel, bring him like bare carbohydrates,
Yeah.
bare shit, bare protein.
Even the Ajax players, literally,
Yeah.
I think in like the 30th minute, you just saw them run to the side.
Yeah,
They've got
drink it.
energy
Yeah,
drinks,
I saw that. I thought they were just getting energy, and then I saw afterwards that apparently they were faster.
Electrolytes and
Props
stuff.
to them, man. Props to
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
man, because that's difficult.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I remember you used to do that as well.
Yeah, I used to.
I remember. Like, I think
Now I'm a
when
bit
we
of a
played for-
failure.
Yeah, no.
But no, yeah, I used to.
Yeah.
I used to.
Fast and play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
But at them times it was a lot easier. I'm not
Because
gonna
you're
lie.
a youth and you got boundless energy
Yeah.
regardless.
That and the fact that like it was the days were shorter. We were
Yeah.
playing at a different. It was like winter times and it's
Oh,
like
okay,
8 hours or whatever. It's a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Whereas now we're doing like 13, 14 hour days.
Mad.
Mad long.
Mad. The
Wow.
sun
So
is
it'll be a lot
up and
harder.
out there, active in the sky. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. The playoffs have been fucking exciting.
Yeah, it's been a fucking great.
The Nuggets did well in the
Great
semi-final.
2 weeks.
I guess we were supposed to speak about semi-final, but we're running short of time. The Nuggets did a good fucking job. I enjoyed that series. A big deal. It went down to
But
game
no one
7.
no one came through for Jokic at the
Yeah,
end,
Steve.
man.
Jamal Murray was playing bummy as well. I think they were burned out. They had a lot of games.
Somewhat.
What? Two 7-game series.
The one before goes
with the
7 as well?
Spurs, it went to 7 games.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's-
7 games. So what else do you
yeah,
expect,
it's gonna
man?
be a
Like
burnout.
it literally was very difficult for these.
That's
men,
what's
and
deep
it's their
about the
first
playoffs,
time.
though.
Yeah, man.
You could play 14 games, and someone might have played 8.
Yeah.
It's reality, don't it?
Yeah.
It's life.
You got to
That's so mad.
take out the trash quickly,
Yeah.
otherwise the flies will smell.
There you go.
Pretty much.
Flying around, stinking up the yard.
Pretty
Gotta
much.
Take it out.
But
Boston Celtics are sucky.
Kyrie leaving?
Probably he's a diva, innit? So probably he is. Like I know a guy who met him once. And,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not surprised.
said he was a diva.
So there's a diva.
Yeah,
He was Christian. He used to work for Nike. Met him at an event. Said he was a diva. Yeah, through Nike. Yeah.
What? Who?
Yeah, one of my boys.
No
Oh, he
way.
also met him. But don't worry, no.
No, that matters. That matters.
I ain't got a picture with him or nothing.
Oh, I'm gassed.
No, he
Yeah, I
probably
remember that.
did. I was gassed as well. I was
Yeah, I
upset that
remember
he met him.
Um,
Didn't even care.
Imagine meeting Ronaldo. Wow.
Fat Ronaldo, you know.
That's my favourite ever footballer.
The guy. Oh, 9.
He was doing bits them time when he was working for Nike.
Yeah. Still is doing bits. But yeah,
Meeting bare people.
Celtics, it's a shambles. I didn't expect them to lose the way they did. Who they lose to?
Who did they lose to?
It wasn't the Raptors.
Was it the Bucks?
Yeah, it was the Bucks.
They only won one. And then they got washed.
And then they get to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
Mad.
Without Kyrie.
I'm not going to put it on Kyrie. I just don't think the system works when he's in it. Let's just put it
That's
like
a very, very intelligent way to put it, because I agree. Because it should work. There's no reason it shouldn't. It just doesn't seem to. I saw something today in the news where Terry Rozier's come out and said something.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
I
actually saw
saw-
the interview.
I saw something like that.
Wagwan.
He just saying that basically when Kyrie's in the team, other people have to sacrifice parts of themselves, and it doesn't. And does what even he was saying that if he needs to play next year, and he needs more minutes, and he's not sacrificing.
Why
He
can't-
needs to
willing
allow
to
it. I think he's like
sacrifice
20
his
years
talent
old.
no more.
Why can't who?
Terry Rozier.
I don't know how old he is.
I think he's
but
like 20.
He needs to stop coming out and talking smack like that.
That's what I'm thinking. I think,
nuts.
bruh.
What?
Kyrie-
You need to play more. Just do better when you are playing.
That's true.
But I do wonder about the way coaches play their minutes, though. A lot of people have it, because I do agree with him in some regard, because I feel like guys like, especially for the Bucks are so successful because of the way they play their rotations.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis seems to be on the floor a lot, but you know, a lot of their bench guys get at least 10 minutes a game. A lot of guys
it's
are come off.
contractual, isn't it? You probably have minutes put in your contract, and then they probably working it around that. So if you're
I know when they're injured.
So if I say like,
If
if you sign and you're like, all right, we're gonna play you an average of say 15 minutes a game or whatever, or if you play 15 minutes a game, you
Yeah,
get
you're
an
right.
extension
Because when Andy
like,
was at Bristol or whatever, and he
probably
would
do
say
something
like, like your coach will let you know if you're going to be the one getting a lot of minutes. But I think you should just play fairly. And
100.
with Boston,
or what you should play is to the best of your team's ability.
Boston, they've got a lot of abilities and they've got a lot of ways they can chuck a lot of lineups at people. But
Pair.
it just didn't pattern. The
Yeah.
Bucks were just a bit better this season because they pumped them last season, so it ain't nothing long. You get me? This was Boston Celtics last season, so they could easily get taken out by a LeBron imitator in Kawhi. You get me?
Mhm.
I say this all the time. The reason Kawhi is so good is because he's basically just as athletic as LeBron, but he just
with bigger hands.
How do I describe
His hands
it?
are
With bigger
fucking
hands.
huge, bro.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature.
His hands are so big. Have you seen him palm a ball? Oh
Yeah.
my days.
He picks up a ball like it's a tennis ball.
He
mate.
literally is so mad.
You've seen how big a size 7 basketball is. He picks it up like a tennis ball. It's crazy. So yeah, So, you know, and LeBron was unstoppable in the East. So I think it's Kawhi's time to rule it still. Everyone thinks it's Giannis, and Giannis has the better team. But didn't the Boston Celtics technically have a better team than LeBron James, or was because LeBron James was on the team, he was better? So with Kawhi, like, for example, if they play guys like Jeremy Lin more, guys that do have stuff to offer, maybe it's
Jeremy
different.
Lin's still in the league.
He's still about.
He's still in the league.
Plays for the Toronto Raptors.
I had no idea. I forgot. I thought he left. Last time I saw him was on the Nets.
Yeah, and then he got like injured. He was doing the Goku hair, innit? He was doing a Madness with
No,
his
like
hair.
a little
He
bun
had,
thing
he had Kane Road, and he had a samurai bun, and then he was
Yeah.
doing a Goku thing. He was doing the most with his hair, you know how they do. And then, yeah, he's at the
It was
Raptors.
insanity.
Yeah, because he can come on, score a couple 3-pointers. Fred VanVleet can come on, score a couple 3-pointers. Relieve some of the pressure off of Kyle Lowry. There's a lot of pieces. You've got a 12
I thought
bench
the Raptors have decent pieces. I just don't think their pieces are playing well in my
at the
opinion.
moment.
Like Pascal Siakam ain't doing much.
It's burnt out.
Marc Gasol.
Not doing as well as he should be.
Yeah.
Serge Ibaka. They've got a
Yeah,
good
that's what-
front
that's
court.
what I'm saying.
They
They've
got
got
bullied
decent-
by the Bucks,
Bullied.
technically, down
They-
low.
When
This
I
is
was watching,
Marc
I was like,
Gasol.
hold on. Like, you might should be doing what like Brook Lopez is doing.
Yeah,
fam. Like,
legit. Marc Gasol could have 29 points off of. Do you get
goddamn.
me? 29 points off of shooting 3-pointers and going to the basket, but it's just and it's coaching as well. However, people want to run their plays.
There you go.
A lot of the ball goes through Kawhi, so other people then get in touches like that. Danny Green needs to make 3-pointers if
Oh,
they
yeah,
want to
Danny
win.
Green's there as
He
well.
only had 6 points or 9 points. You get me?
Yeah, they actually got a decent team. But I'm still rooting for the Bucks.
Oh, fuck the Bucks, man.
I'm with the Bucks all the way.
Bunch of ugly niggas running around. Honest to God, it's a weird looking motherfucker. Have you seen Mirotic? Looks ill. Doesn't look well. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Bucks Raptors go into 7 games. I can't tell who's going to win. I want the Raptors to win.
Bucks to win.
Gentleman sweep. Pagan. Gentleman sweep on the
Bucks
Western
to win.
Conference. Golden State Warriors. That's how it's going to be. That's what I think it's going to be anyway.
Anyone
Clearly,
else
I
got
don't
anything
know
else to say? Liverpool to win Champions League.
Jokes.
Spurs win Champions League.
Fuck
Obviously.
Spurs. Fuck Coins.
No,
fuck
they're not
CJ,
gonna- Europa League.
Fuck,
But Arsenal are going to turn.
fuck
these
every
over,
Tottenham
so-
fan out here.
Yeah. maybe.
Liverpool all the way.
Wow.
You never walk alone.
The crowd has been spoken.
Wow. Yeah. Well, June the 1st.
June the 1st. It should all be decided. When's your one?
29th. I think.
You know, it is the
think,
29th
yeah.
of May.
29th of May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
29th for
Baku.
May, Europa
Yeah,
League
in
final.
Baku, man.
Arsenal better fucking do bits.
They only give us 5,000 each seats. 5,000 or 6,000.
It's Europa League.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Probably a 10,000 seater stadium.
No, 68.
60
68.
in Baku.
Yeah, it's the
What
Olympic
team's that?
Stadium.
That's mad.
What is in Baku? Ain't that a
Yeah,
guy from...
yeah.
That's the
Ain't
guy
it
from Black
Star
Panther.
Wars?
Star Wars.
That's the guy from Black Panther, the gorilla dude. In Baku. Ain't that his name?
Yeah, that is in Baku.
That's fully his name.
Yeah.
You're playing there.
Yeah.
Mad.
Mad.
Yeah, Azerbaijan.
We're playing there.
Azerbaijan.
Mad. Oh, that was funny because of footballers' wives. Remember Azerbaijan? There was always cracking on about that. No, just me.
Footballers' wives.
Do you not remember that show?
I remember the show.
On like
Yeah, the
Star
show.
One.
There was
You
always,
actually watched it?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
at
used
the
to
time,
watch
a
it
lot of
when I was
people
a
did.
kid, so
Yeah, I was
didn't know what was
literally a youth. I was probably like 8 years old, and there was
Yeah.
always
I
titties.
never
So I
watched
was
it,
down. Oh, guess what? You'll never guess what? I know a person who acted on that and all. Go on, wrap it
Bet
up
you
then.
Do you know
Idris.
what?
Bet
We
you did.
think we know sports, and Owen thinks he knows everyone. That's
But you'll find out, I actually do. How did we meet?
That's true. That's true.
I know fucking everybody.
Oh, you won the fantasy league, innit?
Yes.
Fuck the
2 years in a row.
Black
2
Pep.
years in a row.
Oh, you're the winner of the.
Yeah.
They're your sons.
Yeah,
Mad
he's
up.
Black
2
Pep.
years in a row.
Mad.
Black Pep here,
Yeah.
back to back
Is that what they're
CJ.
calling you, Black Pep?
That's why he's got a tracksuit on. and the Jamaican
I
stuff.
said I'd win. I said I'd win. I said I'd win.
Repping, picking the best team.
The thing is, I played it for the first like month or so, then I didn't play it.
Yeah, them excuses there.
And no. But I still came above Kieran, and he played it
Yeah.
full-heartedly.
And Kieran's my cousin. He's
Yeah.
awful.
I
So,
played it ahead of Kieran.
who come bottom? Hooks come bottom.
I'm
Hooks.
coming back next year. I
So
got
next
relegated.
year we should put money in, man. Money on.
I'll
I'm
come
down,
down. I'm
I'm
down.
down,
Money.
I'm
I got
down.
relegated.
If you put money on, I'll definitely play it. Like straight up.
I got relegated last year.
Jeez.
But I did what I did. I literally first week I made my team and then never checked it again, and I got
Yeah.
relegated.
Don't worry, I'm running classes.
I think I
I'm
got
running
Backy
classes.
open.
Oh, like that, you know. You can see.
Wow. Wow.
Say no more. But I think that's it. I think we can wrap this one up. It's been another episode of We Think We Know Sports. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We out.
Premier League is done. We'll see you again next season.
Come on the Blues.
Check us out on the socials. More new content to come. La.